Wanda, let's go, baby! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Hey, I'm feeling the best in the sport, and to be the best, you got to be the best.
ThaBoxingvoice.com. ThaBoxingvoice.com.
To be one champion, one face, one name. His name's Deontay Wilder.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
It's the fact that I've been one that keep them for long. It's why I'm here.
110%. There's no doubt in my mind that fight will happen. There's no doubt in my mind I'll beat Wilder as well.
I'm scaring heavyweights each and every time. I'm just saying, you know, I am the most feared. And if I'm not, then I want somebody to shut me up. I want somebody to prove that to me. I want to be proven wrong. But right now, I don't feel like nobody's going to prove me wrong.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and good morning, TBV. We are back for another 9 a.m. Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern, TBV in the morning edition. We're here at 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and 2 p.m. UK time. Right in time for the Brits to have their coffee and crimpets or biscuits, whatever they eat over there. Jack, what up? Fat Apples, what up? Boxing and Blunts, what up? 1977, Dwight, what up? Buami, what up? Es Doble, what up? Yo, so we're here to discuss Amir Khan and his beautiful quotes. And I quote, I don't think Joshua will fight. The Joshua Wilder fight will happen, Khan told the Express Sport. There's a lot to lose for Joshua in that fight. But I can see the rematch between Wilder and Fury happening more likely. As far as Wilder versus Fury contest, Khan, you know, he did feel that Fury won it. And I quote, that was a great fight, first of all. As a fight fan, it was wicked to watch, said Khan. There were big blows going in and out, great movement by Fury. Fury dodged a few big shots, but landed on the floor twice. But he came back from it. The way he came back, not a lot of people would ever think that with those big shots he took, because a lot of people are out for the count from them. But Fury just kept coming back stronger and stronger and showing that he is a better fighter and a bigger name. Shots fired at Joshua. I think I said that already. The way he came back showed a lot of people. No, he came back. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I had Fury winning the fight. Even though Wilder is a friend of mine, I scored the fight, and I thought Fury won by 1 or 2 rounds. It's just a shame to see a British judge, out of all the judges, record a draw. I mean, what fight was he watching? One thing about judges, they normally favor their own countrymen. Normally, it didn't happen that way, but be fair at least. But look, it is what it is. Khan goes on to, give us some more juicy quotes because he felt that the contest between Wilder and Fury showed who the two best heavyweights in boxing are. And I quote, it was a great fight, and I can't see the second one. Wait, let me reread that. It was a great fight, and I can't wait to see the second one, Khan said. And I think it showed the world that the best two heavyweights in the world have to be Fury and Deontay Wilder because both of them look unbeatable. End quote. Now, look, I ain't gonna lie, man. We all know that Khan, I think, has something against AJ. There were rumors that, not rumors. Khan was the one that came out and said, right, that the AJ was kicking it to his girl or probably slept with his girl. There's been rumors, there's been rumors. So there is a reason for Khan to be salty, for Khan to always pick against AJ. There is a reason. But outside of that, we have to wonder, is there any truth to his statement? I mean, I've been a victim of saying it before. Maybe he just feels, that Joshua doesn't have the same cojones as he does. I mean, Khan's taking dangerous match after dangerous match. I mean, we just seen an article yesterday where Top Rank Bob Arum is still saying Khan, Crawford, and how dangerous of a fight Crawford is for Khan and Khan is for Crawford. As a fight fan, it's more of a dangerous fight for Khan than it is for Crawford. So again, you got to continue to applaud Amir Khan, and maybe he's just one of those British guys that are looking from the outside in and saying, well, I keep taking the tough matches. I moved up in weight to fight Canelo. I wasn't worried about the weight disparity or what the critics were saying. I took my opportunity and did better than Deontay Wilder on pay-per-view sales. Obviously, he had a dance partner in Canelo Alvarez, but, Amir Khan took that chance and was reported to do 425 to 600,000 pay-per-view buys, whichever rumor or headline you want to believe with or run with, right? But he's also fought Marcos Maidana and beat him, He was always going to fight Timothy Bradley before Bradley left Gary Shaw and signed the Top Rank. He's always called out Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather, and there's no doubt in my mind that he won't take those. And I know it's easy. It's easy for the critics to say, oh, well, he'll fight anybody. He doesn't care. He's going to get knocked out. He's only looking for a payday. Is he? Is he? He keeps testing himself, and he never seems to get any smaller. Instead, he gets bigger. He rebuilds himself and becomes a bigger star for taking those chances. So I don't know. Maybe this is really how he feels. And I quote, I don't think the Joshua fight will happen. Why is it that he doesn't think the Wilder Joshua fight will happen? Why not any other fight? But he obviously goes on to say, because there's a lot to lose for Joshua in that fight. People watch that fight with Fury and Wilder, and while, let's say, 99% thought Fury won, what they said coming out of that fight is that Wilder's all wrong for Joshua. Joshua's the perfect fight for Wilder. He's there to be hit. Is Joshua really going to move like Tyson Fury? Are we to believe that now? I don't know. Very interesting. Very interesting, But again, I won't say that I don't think Khan has some sort of, I don't know. I feel like there may be something there. Again, the rumors of the women, men and women, it's a touchy subject. Maybe Khan holds some sort of built up frustration, anger, disappointment. I believe he thought they were friends, right? I don't know. I mean, he does come out and say Wilder is his friend. He doesn't say that both men are his friend, right? So again, this could just be Khan throwing shade, not liking the tabloid headlines that revolved around his wife and Anthony Joshua. Joshua's come out publicly saying, he's never been with Khan's wife, but Khan says otherwise. So, those are some of the issues when looking at this story. But Khan has consistency. He doesn't flip-flop when it comes to the AJ opinion. He's always been on this side of the fence with that opinion. So still, you got to take this and at least look at these quotes open-mindedly without thinking that Khan has a bias. Because again, I think he's proven that heart he does have, the challenges he will take. So again, as a guy that takes big challenges, as a guy that gets in there, in fights that are, where he's not the favorite, maybe he resents AJ in some weird way because he doesn't have to do what Khan has to do. Who knows? But anyway, the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. TBV in the morning. We're talking Khan, Joshua, Wilder, Fury, and Khan's thoughts, man. Again, not believing Joshua would take this Wilder fight. I wish that they would all surprise us, man. I wish that they would come and announce this one, but it is difficult. With the venue, broadcaster, and all those things being in place, it is a bit difficult to come to an agreement, but I'm sure if that money was right, they'd make it happen. If you're listening to this, don't forget to hit that number 1 button on your dial pad so that you can be let into the call. And if you're on Skype, remember to add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. We're going to go out to our sponsors. We'll take a few phone calls and talk some boxing this morning.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
All right, going out to Jay. Talk to me.
What's going on, family? Hey, man, I didn't know the 425 number was working. I would have called in on that, man. But I'll talk on the Skype. Real quick, man. I agree with everything Khan is saying, except obviously the order. Obviously, I have Wilder as number 1, and then I have Fury as number 2. And I mean, it just shows exactly what.
Whoa. How do you have Wilder as number 1 when everyone kind of had him losing?
I ain't have him losing. I had it as a draw.
Okay, so you have him number 1 based on the belt? I mean, because if you had it
based
at a draw,
he didn't lose. So how can I take him away when I had him as number 1 before? If you didn't lose, how can you lose your spot if you didn't lose?
Okay. No, I'm just trying to get some clarification as to how you came up with it.
Yeah. If he didn't lose, I mean, you can't lose your spot if he didn't lose. It'll be different if he lost. If he lost, then obviously Fury would be number 1, but he didn't lose. So that's how I came up with it. But as far as that, I mean, I just look at recent activity. I'm more of a, when it comes to the boxing sport, it's good. You know, where AJ won those belts back in 2017, but it's 2019. It's pretty much 2019. What have you done since then? Like, you haven't done anything. You haven't trying to go out and prove yourself. You haven't gone out and try to fight the best of the best. You just made more excuses and more excuses. And meanwhile, you got Fury and you got Wilder taking on guys that no one wants to fight. And I agree with everything that Khan is saying.
I mean, wait a minute. Who doesn't want to fight who? Because Chisora fought Fury twice. Vlad fought Fury. I mean, what do you mean?
I'm saying who has AJ fought?
AJ's fought the top 10, Jay.
Fought, but no one in the top 3.
I mean, he fought Povetkin, who was top 3.
You telling me Povetkin is better than Ortiz?
I mean, Povetkin was undefeated. Ortiz suffered. Actually, no, Povetkin did suffer some losses, but Povetkin still has better wins than Ortiz. Come on. Whether you think that they're shaky wins, I mean, he still got them.
You still got him, but we all know that he was on that shit when he got him.
I mean, he got them win. They ain't take him off his record. He got wins over, who is it? Mike Perez. Didn't he knock out Robert Helenius too? Then he also knocked out Duhaupas. You know, he can pull up his box rare. You're trying to disrespect AJ. I mean, look, AJ, if anything, is ducking, but you can't say he ain't fight good opposition. He fighting everybody. He fought fucking Povetkin. Wilder didn't even get to fight Povetkin.
Whose fault is that?
I don't know.
Wilder wasn't in the UK.
Hold on. Listen. Technically, it is Povetkin's fault, right? Technically, it's Povetkin's fault, but it could be argued that why Wilder didn't fight him, he fought Luis Ortiz after testing positive.
True, but the WBC took that fight away. Like, that wasn't his fault that they took that
Yeah, but
fight
they also gave him the fight because he was so adamant about wanting the fight, still wanting to fight him regardless. I mean, you heard that. You ain't hear that before, though.
Right. You're right about that. But at the same point in time, you can't make the section and body rank somebody. He was taken away from the ranks.
You're right.
The same way. Hold on. The same way. Did you hear? Hold on. Did Anthony Joshua come out and say, "Oh, I want to fight Luis Ortiz," even though he didn't fail a drug test in this organization? Did Anthony Joshua come out and say that?
Nah, he didn't.
Wasn't he on track supposed to be fighting? Wasn't Luis Ortiz his mandatory for 2 years?
Listen, no, he didn't do that. He didn't do that, but he didn't set the precedent either. Wilder set the precedent in doing that, not AJ. So why should AJ do something that he's never done? Wilder's the one still saying he'll fight dudes that test positive.
That's my point. Wilder's the one going out there trying to fight the best of the best. AJ's meanwhile just fighting.
Well, again, it could be argued that Wilder's just doing this out of desperation to prove himself. AJ's already proven himself.
How long are we going to let a guy just prove himself from a fight from a 42-year-old for 2 years?
Nah, but you see, that's you being a hater. He done more than just a 42-year-old.
A Povetkin, and that's it.
Povetkin, Joshua's undefeated record, Carlos Takam, Vladimir Klitschko, Dominic Brazil, Dominic Brazil, Deontay, and you punching after the bell. Get your boomerang status up. Dominic Brazil, who was undefeated and is Wilder's mandatory. Charles Martin was undefeated. Dillian White was undefeated. Like, y'all bugging, man. Like, look, I don't disrespect AJ in terms of who he's fought. You know, I could get at him for skill, being hesitant. I could go as far as criticizing him or, you know, that he's ducking. But come on, man. The dude fought everybody else not named Wilder and Fury. And he would have fought Fury. You know he would have fought Fury, but Fury was on that bullshit. And look, come on, man. Let's call a spade a spade. It ain't like they didn't want Fury either. Fucking Eddie was offering AJ Tyson Fury $3 million tune-ups. Like, yo, come on, man. Look, don't make us Wilder fans look bad. Y'all better come fucking correct. AJ, he ain't no bum, because let him be the king, Jay. Let him be the motherfucking king. So when our heavyweight knocks his head off, he knocked the head off the king. He done what he done. Leave it, let him be. All them dudes is undefeated. All them dudes. And look, Dillian White, you can say what he want. Oh, he was green. So Canelo was green. And look at where Canelo at. Look at where Dillian White's at. Charles Martin, all right, unfortunately, he ain't bounced back, but we just seen him in a good fight with Adam Wanaki. Dominic Brazil definitely bounced back. He's a mandatory now to the WBC, so he gets a second world title shot. You know, so these are wins that AJ has that are good. Eric Molina, maybe he ain't bounced back. Vladimir Klitschko, nigga, anybody. Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, and AJ will rematch Vladimir Klitschko if he come out of retirement today. Today. They ain't a call I could go to. They won't say, yeah, they won't, that those three fighters won't take that fucking Vlad fight again. You know? And Joseph Parker, undefeated champion. That was a unification. How you gonna knock that? Alexander Povetkin, dangerous heavyweight puncher. How you gonna knock that? I mean, I don't even get y'all, bro. Look, Khan coming at it from a different angle. He knows that AJ got what to lose? That gravy train, that meal ticket. You know what I'm saying? He get in there with Wilder. That's it. That's a 3-fight deal from the door, because Wilder gonna knock his head off and he gonna have to get a rematch. And it's that simple. And he don't want to be tied up. He want to run around free. But let me go out to, let me see what we got. Any boomerangas? Any ringers? Let me see what I see. No, we free to roam. So I'm going to just go to, matter of fact, I'm going to go to my man. This looks like Rod, right? Rod in the 807?
Yep, correct, man. What's up?
What's good, brother? Good morning.
Hey, yeah, first with the Khan deal, I think Khan is wrong. I think AJ will fight Wilder. I don't think he's going to duck him anymore, because AJ does have pride. He is the tough guy. I just think Wilder's tailor-made for him, and him and his team know it, but they know they got to take that chance. Maybe he could pull off. And I would say miracle to beat Wilder, because Wilder is hell of aggressive, and AJ does not move like Fury. So anybody looking at that Fury fight compared to AJ, like we always say in football and basketball here in the States, styles make fights, and that fight is perfect for Wilder. That's why I honestly think if Wilder can go ahead and grab those belts, he should go ahead and knock him out in April. But, you know, with the Fury fight, that's a big fight too. Second, speaking on AJ's resume, I agree with you. He had fought some tough competition. My rank is currently is Wilder first because I felt like it was a draw, but then I also felt like 9 out of 10 times a referee gonna stop that fight in the 12th round.
What are you what cornflakes you eating over there? Crazy cornflakes? How is Wilder first when AJ is fucking unified? He's unified.
AJ has unified, but I had Wilder first before AJ unified because I felt like AJ fought Charles Martin. Charles Martin, we know, won the belt off injury. He hadn't even developed as a great fighter when AJ beat him.
So what's Stavern? Was Stavern a great fighter? Like, we can't do this. We can't keep tearing these fighters down because we want them to fight each other and they have to be each other's best win. Was Stavern a world beater?
We're not tearing him down.
But you are by saying that Charles Martin was nobody. All right, so a spade a spade. A spade a spade. Tell me about Bermain Stavern. Call me a spade there.
And at the time when Wilder beat him, Wilder was a prospect that nobody expected to beat him. Everybody had him knocking Wilder out.
Rod.
They thought Wilder was a basketball player.
Rod, you sound way too old to tell me that Wilder was a prospect at 30-something and no, bruh. Way too advanced at this.
When he fought Stavern, and I remember that's when I first started kind of watching Wilder. I was like, who is this guy? He's knocking out everyone. Everybody on the little commentary and shit was like, oh, Stavern is a knockout artist. He has a short right hand. Wilder is one of those guys that came from basketball, started late. He might not have a 10 to take it. So I'm saying that's a good win for Wilder in the position he was in. In the position he's in now, where we know he has a 10, we know he's a great fighter. No, it wouldn't be a great win.
You still try to call him a prospect. You try to boost that win up by saying he was a prospect at the time, B. Come on.
At the time, nobody expected him to be as great as he was. He was just a guy that was going around and they said was knocking out balls.
I picked Wilder to beat Stavern the fuck up. I ain't pick him to go 12 round, but I still was super happy with that. You know. But I don't know who you was talking with that thought Wilder was some nobody basketball player when he fought Stavern. But that's okay. You know why? Because you're here now and you got a family in the community that knows boxing. So we just gonna check you when you say shit like that. Like I had to check Jay and whoever else I went to because y'all bugging. Listen, the name of the game isn't tear AJ down. Just like it's not what the UK sheep try to do and say Wilder's unknown, hasn't fought. I mean, that's not the name of the game. These two dudes are two of the three best in the game. And we need to respect them that way so that when we get this fight, it's everything we expect it to be. But if we continue to tear these fighters down, I mean, how good is this fight? Why do we want this fight? If Wilder's a bum and AJ is not fighting nobody, why do we want this fight? Come on, y'all. Y'all got to wake up. This is crazy now. Rafi, UK, holla.
Yes. Let's face facts. I think you're aware why Khan is salty with AJ.
I'm not aware.
Khan's wife told him that, AJ kind of gave her the work. You know what kind of work I'm talking about?
What kind of work?
Yeah. The hard work. He gave her the hard work.
The hard work dedication?
the silk sheet work. Yeah? Silk sheets. The red wine.
I mean, do you believe that though? Because I seen those rumors, but we have nothing.
Well, that's what Khan said himself. His wife told him that, AJ gave her that work. And she later, after the controversy erupted, said that she was lying. Yeah. So Khan naturally is highly upset with AJ because even if she didn't get the work, she claimed that she did. Yeah. So obviously the guy's pissed off, is feeling hurt, is feeling second best with his own wife. Anybody would catch feelings under those circumstances.
So you're trying to say that he doesn't mean anything he's saying.
Well, basically the guy's salty. So you cannot admit his fucking statements into evidence. He's evidence must be stricken from the records. He is an unreliable witness. Okay,
I don't know.
that's
I don't know if he's unreliable.
He's an unreliable witness. He has an emotional attachment to the situation.
More reason to tell the truth.
More reason to lie.
Well, normally the UK defend each other, even blindly.
Not when
blindly.
a guy.
So maybe Khan is telling the truth because of the situation instead of doing what normal UK dudes do and just, back each other.
Not when a guy has been into the nether regions of your wife's anatomy. That changes the complexion of the matter. That will inevitably make one salty, like his wife was. Now, getting on to the point, I hope that was off the clock. Now, getting on to the real point of the matter. Congratulations to you for the first time admitting that Povetkin is a superior, a more accomplished fighter than old man Ortiz.
He got some decent wins, but they're tainted. They're tainted, but you're punching out the bell, Ralph. You spent all your time talking about fucking Khan and shit. They're tainted, bro. I don't see how listen, everything has to be taken into consideration. The same way I opened up this show saying that I understood that those rumors were out there about Khan. You got to go into the Povetkin fight understanding that he's probably wasn't the same person because of the stringent drug testing due to the popularity of AJ, that we're going to make sure that this guy wasn't any other version of himself except the best and cleanest version of himself. And that's what we got. And we got an energy dump in Povetkin, but in those first couple of rounds, the sheep were scared. And that's all that matters to me. Mike, in Connecticut, talk to me.
Hey, what's up, Ness? Everything that you're saying about Povetkin, we could say that about Ortiz too, because he popped dirty and he had to take rigorous tests when he was fighting Wilder, so we might not have got the best version of Ortiz when he fought Wilder. I don't even know why resume is being brought up. Like, AJ's resume is 10 times better than Wilder. The dude, Wilder could have fought Klitschko. What happened with that? You interviewed Finkel. What did he tell you?
He said that there was never a contract offered. You heard the interview, or did you skip that part?
He said that to you, but previously he said Wilder wasn't ready. That's what he said. Wilder was not ready for Klitschko. Fury's best wins on his resume, Steve Cunningham.
But remember this,
and Klitschko.
Remember this. It's your job as a manager, right, to present whatever offer is given to your fighter or your client. It's your job to show it to them. He could feel the same way that Jay Jimenez, the manager of Luis Ortiz, felt like it wasn't wise for Luis Ortiz to take a Dillian White fight in the UK on short notice, but his fighter still wanted it, so he had to try and seek it out. No different here, except that there was no offer from Vladimir Klitschko. This is just something the sheep latch onto, and we got that settled with Shelly Finkel, except now you didn't hear what you want, so you're changing the truth.
No, he's reiterated the fact that Wilder wasn't ready for Klitschko in multiple interviews, not just yours. He probably just changed his answer,
and I'm not,
just so it sounds
But listen
better.
to me, Mike in Connecticut, I am not trying to rebuttal that or refute that. I'm saying, fine, Shelly felt that way. As a manager, it is his job to present an offer, yet there was never one.
Right, I respect that.
All right.
That.
So if Vlad wanted to unify, he would have sent an offer, but he didn't.
Right. Okay. But anyways, Khan's just a hater. Like Ralphie just said, man, he's upset that AJ was piping his wife down, getting in them guts, and he just can't, he can't take that. That's why he's upset right now. And he's just saying a bunch of bullshit. We all know AJ's the #1 heavyweight. He's proved it in how many fights? I mean, Wilder had to wait until 40 fights to start fighting good competition. Like, I'm not.
Sounds like Canelo.
Let's pump our brakes.
He sounds like Canelo, Mike. Why you don't bring up Canelo in the same manner?
Canelo didn't wait until 40 fights to start fighting good competition.
Oh no, because Wilder waited till 40, which we all know isn't true. So me saying Canelo waited till 40.
How old is Canelo? How old is Canelo?
A lot
How
younger.
Old is Canelo?
A lot younger.
Okay, so therefore you can't compare those two.
Why can't we?
Come on now.
Why can't we?
Wilder is 31.
Why
He's been fighting.
can't, excuse me, explain to me why we can't compare two men that started with similar amateur backgrounds, except one won a fucking bronze medal and went to the Olympics in less than 2 years? And why can't we compare two men who were babied on the way up and won titles from the same sanctioning body? Isn't that your narrative?
Okay.
Because I could swear Canelo won a baby, young, okay, and the other is young in boxing.
One is young and needed to be guided. One can't.
One was
box
bred. One
and,
was
and
bred
had
in
to be
boxing.
guided.
One was bred in boxing, so he didn't need to be guided.
One has a family of boxers.
Exactly.
The other one played
pedigree.
Basketball,
which means
and then
pedigree.
tried to box.
Look, you're punching after the bell, so I'll explain everything you're telling to the people, except I'll give the true definition. When you say one has a family of boxing, that's right. That goes to pedigree. Okay, that means already that Canelo should be better because his entire family fucking boxes. That's called pedigree. No different than the Garcia family. Okay. So, secondly, the difference between Canelo and Wilder is a baby deer in boxing at the time that he started. When Canelo started, Canelo was bred for this. He started at 15. Boxing, okay? As a pro, damn near. I think he turned pro at 15, bro. So what are you talking about? Their careers are super similar, except that Canelo should be where he's at because that's what they focused on as an adolescent. Wilder was playing other sports and turned to this at a later age, and still is more accomplished than Canelo in the amateurs, and still won a world title. Like, you guys are fucking crazy, bro. Like, look, if you're going to shit on AJ, I'm going to defend AJ. If you're going to shit on Wilder, I'm going to defend Wilder because they're both equally accomplished in their own right. Sergio Martinez didn't do what Wilder did. Sergio Martinez started late as well. I didn't see him get a fucking Olympic medal, and I don't even see him around no more. Pull up his resume. Is he that much older than Wilder? Where has he? Where's he gone? How many motherfuckers is gone or on their way out? Same age as Wilder with better amateur careers. I mean, who's got another 10 years in the game? Wilder or Islandri Lara? Like, you guys need to wake up.
I see you on this bullshit early this morning. What's going on, homie?
I'm just saying, bro. I'm defending both guys because I'm so tired of this hypocrisy. It's hypocrisy. They call me biased, but I give credit to both of these motherfuckers. The same Dominic Brazil that they're saying that fucking Troy called in months ago. Oh, he's fighting Dominic Brazil. Meanwhile, fucking AJ been beat him. But it was good for AJ. It ain't good for Wilder. It's like I'm so tired of these dudes. They so corny. They straight cornballs, bro. A lot of them is cornball. Like, how the fuck you gonna call AJ a bum or his resume is weak and he got all those names? Like, come on, man. Y'all bugging. That's just dumb. That's sheep shit.
There's a good point you made about Canelo, though. Him and Wilder having like the same kind of
I've said that before. They
trajectory.
They don't want to fucking listen to the truth. Listen,
and
Canelo was bred in this, bruh.
That's what I'm saying.
Bred for this shit. It's like a little puppy that you take and you want him to fight. I know people don't like dog fighting, but niggas do that shit. And guess what happened? That motherfucker is bred to be a killer.
Yes, sir.
When you bring up a little puppy and you patting him all day and your daughter running around putting fucking lipstick and painting his nails, is he gonna be a killer? No, the fuck he not. And that's why Canelo is what he is, because he was bred to do this. But there are people that are bred and there are people that are born. And even though you don't like Wilder's style, he's obviously born to do this, because guess what? The man who you think is better than him, you can't help but talk about him in the same sentence. So if you think AJ's better than Wilder always so connected to him? Why do y'all want to fight and why do we want to fight? Because they are equal in some way, and they're going to make a tremendous fight. The three of them, men, Fury, AJ, Wilder. I think it's time we stop talking bullshit about Fury, because he proved that against Wilder and against Vlad. You know, the time to doubt him has gone and passed. The man continues to prove himself. And it's time to stop talking bullshit about AJ when he's fought everybody that he's fucking fought. Like, and Wilder the same thing. Didn't he just fight Luis Ortiz and Tyson Fury? Like, I always said how bad that style matchup with fucking Fury was going to be because of how he gets on his toes, bruh. And he still took them fights on. Yo, a lot of haters in this world, B.
Absolutely. I think we were maybe the only people that were like, hey man, y'all gotta be weary of that Fury fight, man. People, I know when it first was announced, people calling all you guys a bum. He's taking that soft touch out, he's doing this, he's doing that. But truth be told, man, Fury's a hell of a boxer, man, a hell of a fighter. But I wanted to touch on this Amir Khan thing real quick. Ever since last year, Amir Khan and Anthony Joshua had some social media beef, and ever since then, I don't think Amir Khan is really a fan of Anthony Joshua. So saying that he won't fight Wilder or Fury, I just think he's being facetious, and he's not really.
I don't think so. I think it's the way you interpret the quotes, Mike, because why can't he just be being realistic? Why does it have to be hate? Why isn't he just saying that the more likely fight to happen is exactly what Wilder wants, which is the rematch? It has nothing to do with ducking. Yes, he added, Joshua has too much to lose, but isn't the more likely thing that's going to happen is Wilder fighting Fury? So obviously Joshua can't fight him. We
don't know, though. We don't know because Fury...
These quotes.
Fury's trainer came out and said the Wilder rematch is not necessarily what they're looking at next. So we don't know, man. You can,
bro. You heard Wilder. You heard Finkel.
I heard Wilder. I heard Finkel. I heard Frank Warren and I heard Ben Davison say two different things.
Bruh, I believe Wilder and Finkel at this point. You know,
I believe them too. But
when they told us, we got something big. Wait and see. Even when we asked Wilder as a Patreon question, yo, what's the ring walk going to be like? Yo, wait and see. Sure enough, it's memorable. No matter what you thought of that crown and that mask, you ain't forget that shit. And I want him to wear it again. I swear.
Everything but the feathers.
Nah, he could wear all that. Dog, y'all don't get the peacock. That's what y'all don't get. That was like lion's fur. You know what I'm saying? That mean king of the fucking jungle. Have a big mane around.
That was lion's fur, nigga. That was a motherfucking. That was
I know it wasn't lion's fur, but I'm saying it's like that. That's what it represents. You know what I'm saying? The flamboyancy of it. But whatever.
It kind of reminded me of a 300 with the Guy King.
Yeah. It's supposed to be a larger than life thing. You ain't see the robe,
bro.
I even love that he came out with the black. You know, AJ comes out with the white. Fuck it, come on.
Hey man, we need that motherfucking that ring walk or ring costume of the year. I already know who's gonna win, in my opinion, but I just think it'd be good to have Wilder. He'll be definitely in there though. He's definitely in there with Logan Paul. Logan Paul probably had the best outfit of the year.
You disrespectful talking about Wilder and Logan Paul in the same sentence.
Nigga, talking about that fucking outfit. You know what's wrong with that? Wow. You all right. So Logan Paul won fresh?
Not as fresh as Wilder. Get the fuck out of here.
So Logan Paul won fresher than like 99% of the boxers out there. I said of the year. I said I put Wilder in there. I put Logan Paul in there. Name somebody fresher than Logan Paul besides Wilder.
Bruh, I ain't even
exactly.
Paul, man. You know,
Nicole Solomon.
I ain't naming Logan Paul, man. Oh shit, you hating on
you hating on him, nigga.
No, Nkosi ain't been back, bro.
I know, bro.
Man, I
thought, but I did see his IG. He said he's back in the gym training. So
okay, I might take a little trip, man. I've been at home. You know what I mean? Let me go back out to these phone lines. We're going to Jack is the Truth on Skype. Talk to me.
What's going on, Jack, man? Sorry I'm late. Had a late night last night.
Yeah, what's good? I called up because you came on, Mike.
My guy.
I'm joking. Merry Christmas. I like this version of Nez where you're giving every fighter their credit, or you're giving AJ his credit. It's true. We want to see the best fight the best. And we're calling them bums. To be honest, who wants to see the fight in the end? I just wanted to clarify what I said last time when I was talking about Wilder calling out Brazil, etc., etc., and you call me a hypocrite. What I was trying to say is that we shouldn't give them room to make another fight. That the same way they're booing AJ for saying I'll fight Dillian White next. The same way we should give Wilder stick if he doesn't try to make the AJ fight next. Not that
we can't, Jack. We can't, because you didn't call in here giving AJ stick about his mandatory with fucking Povetkin.
No, but it's not. Hang on, but the mandatory is not what is next for him.
Wilder,
it doesn't have to be what's next
Wilder should pay step aside money where AJ and Eddie Hearn just say, we have a mandatory. If Wilder doesn't make the deal now, we have to fight our mandatory.
Wilder doesn't have to pay anything. If
when
AJ
you don't
really wants
fight your
mandatory,
listen to me.
Eddie Hearn can say, look, we'll pay the guy step aside money.
Yeah, all right.
Somebody
got to pay. Somebody got to pay. Don't say that Wilder don't got to pay. Somebody got to pay.
It doesn't have to come out of Wilder's pocket. We really want to see this fight. What I'm saying is that we shouldn't give anybody any room.
That's your hypothetical.
Man, let Jack finish his thought though.
Because he's poisoning the listeners. That's his hypothetical. He has to make it clear that we don't have any history of the A side paying the B side step aside money.
This never happened before.
That's a fantasy.
If AJ does it, it can't irritate you. Hang on a second. If AJ does it, if AJ gets in the ring and starts calling out Dillian White, it can't be irritating to the Americans if Wilder's doing the exact same thing on the other side, and we're thinking, okay, that's his mandatory. It can't be that. You can't. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, is what you're saying. You guys have to be consistent,
brother. We are no, Jack. The one that's not being consistent is you. The one that's not being consistent. We are being consistent in allowing what we already allowed AJ to do. September.
That's nonsense. What we want to happen is what wants to happen next. You can't say because AJ has done A, B, and C, so Wilder should be able to do it as well. Then you never want to see the fight. That's what you're saying.
Absolutely. So is Wilder supposed to pay for the fucking step aside money?
Wilder doesn't have to. I've just told you Wilder doesn't have to pay for the step aside money. If
Jack, that's never even been done. That's never what you're suggesting has never been done.
Wilder, anybody that can negotiate, if Wilder goes to Eddie Hearn and says, "Listen, I'm going to fight my mandatory, except you guys paying the step aside money because I'm not paying the step aside money," do you think he won't do it?
We don't know.
Exactly, but that's part of negotiation. What I'm trying to say is you think that this fight won't happen because of step aside money.
No,
I'm saying
I think it won't happen. Listen to me. I think it won't happen because when the shoe was on the other foot, the mandatory took precedent over the fucking unification.
So what happens when AJ comes next and says he needs to fight his mandatory next?
It's the same thing that's been happening.
Then the fight will never happen. That's
he's gonna keep fighting his mandatory. That's what they do. That's what they do.
AJ's feed. If you check AJ's feed, loads of people are tweeting him saying, "Don't fight Dillian next. Don't fight Dillian next. We want the Wilder fight." We're telling them because
you know what they need to be tweeting.
Of Dillian White,
you know what they need to be tweeting.
Go and check his feed.
You know what they need to be tweeting. They need to be tweeting. Pay Wilder what he deserves. Pay Wilder what he deserves.
We don't care about any of that. We just want to see the fight.
Jack, you can't say
you keep on.
Jack, you cannot say you don't care about that when that's the fucking hiccup. That's the hiccup. What am I going to fight Anthony Joshua for on a flat fee bad contract when I could fight a rematch with Fury and make even money where the both of us are happy? Don't you get it? Like, you guys got to wake up. Every day we don't got to yell at each other. If we just tell the truth and listen to it. Listen to the truth. We don't got to yell.
And one thing you guys should know, if this fight don't happen next, man, you best fucking believe Bob Arum is going to put that fucking top rank shit and make that IBF call that mandatory. He just signed
and what we gonna do?
He just signed Kubrat Pulev to I believe a co-promotional deal. So if that fight does not happen next, the IBF mandatory I believe is after the WBO. So Bob Arum is smart. He's been a promoter for a long time.
He ain't gonna do nothing but pout and watch the fight.
Exactly.
But I'm telling him, like, stop acting like mandatories don't mean nothing, and stop acting like y'all ain't just let AJ fight fucking Povetkin, a meaningless fight. Povetkin came out of nowhere. He shouldn't even been back up in anybody's rankings after testing positive, but he did, and y'all didn't care. The same shit you tweeting AJ now, you should have been tweeting him back then, telling him and Eddie don't make that bullshit fight. Telling him and Eddie stop lying, saying the stadium wasn't available for September 22nd for Wilder, but it is all of a sudden for fucking Povetkin. Like, come on, bro. Again, man, y'all just got to listen to the truth and accept it, bro. Like, every day we're going to go in circles because you don't want to believe. Like, didn't I just tell you AJ's truth on his resume, tell the fucking truth, bro. Like, it's easier to live in real life than in the fantasy world y'all living in.
We got a super chat from Jack Kilsby. How can the man with the best resume in the division in only 22 fights have been padded record? Shake my head. These Wilder fanboys stay hating.
Yeah, I don't know about no padded record. Did he have good guidance and direction? Yeah. All those fights were strategically chosen. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna call Canelo green when he fought Mayweather, you know, and Josh was the definition of heavyweight Mayweather, right? Because of the money that he brings in, how big the productions are, what those fights mean to the opponent. I mean, Brazil fought him when he was 17-0. That's way greener than Canelo, you know? No different than Vladimir Klitschko. Perfect timing, you know, 2 years off, coming off a loss, you know. Carlos Takam, 1 week notice. I mean, the list goes on and on. I mean,
Joseph Parker coming off of surgery.
Exactly, but surgery, and we just never thought Joseph was on that level. Not me. I know that you thought highly of him, but like
I still do.
I seen the Andy Ruiz fight. Andy Ruiz hasn't fought nobody. Andy Ruiz, listen, look at Top Rank and how they bring up their fighters. Until you show that you are the goods, they don't let you loose. Look at Oscar Valdez. Look at Gilberto Ramirez.
Look at Jose Ramirez.
Look at Jose Ramirez. You know what I'm saying? It's no different. Look at Andy Ruiz. Look at these guys' resume. They ain't cutting the leash until they sure these dudes could fight. Andy Ruiz Jr., Joe Hanks. You seen what motherfucking Joe Joyce did to Joe Hanks with 6 fights? You see what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta wake up, man. Y'all gotta wake up. My shit is across the board, B. I'm cutting anybody down across the board, no matter who you fight for or who you are. I know your resume. I watched you fight. Troy, Baltimore.
What's going on, Troy, man? Speak up.
What's going on, man? It's weird.
Oh, Red?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. We hear you. We just thought you were somebody else, but go ahead, Red.
Oh, that's Wood. What's
Wood.
going on, Wood?
I said Wood, man.
I thought Wood, man. Ness said Red had me all messed up.
Yeah, no. I thought it was motherfucking Troy with the 9, but go ahead. What's going on, Wood? Been in a long time. Let me see what I got here for you. What I got here for you? What I got here for you? I ain't got nothing. Oh, there you go.
It's Baltimore, gentlemen. Man. The gods will not save you.
You on the clock, B.
Yeah. I just want to see the fight, man. You think they're gonna fight next?
Nah, man. Wilder want Fury. Unless that don't happen, there ain't no chance for this to happen.
I don't think Fury want to fight him. Like Fury seems like he on some type of going around talking about the mentally ill and the alcohol and the coke shit. He's still selling that. He's still on that shit. He's still hyping that shit. He want to be an author of he want to go around on tours talking about that shit for the next 2 years. I don't think he's still hyped up off of that draw, that shit. I don't think he want to fight right now, man. About losing all that motherfucking weed, picking coke and shit like that, all that wild shit. I don't think he want to fight right now. I think Wilder should just like say fuck it. If they trying to fight, try to test and see if they gonna fight. They don't change their offer because he ain't gonna fight like you said. He ain't gonna fight him for no flat fee. He gonna want a bigger piece of the pie since he proved that he could draw and shit. He could draw and shit. So I think they should negotiate with him and see what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen. If not, just fight somebody else. That's all I really had to say, man. But I think they should try to make that fight in April, though. At least try. You understand what I'm saying?
I feel you, Wood. I feel you, yeah, man. The fight needs to happen, and I wouldn't mind seeing the fight in April, but I just think Wilder is of the mindset that everybody thought that Fury got a draw, or everybody thought that, well, not everybody, but half people thought that Fury got a draw, or half people thought that Fury won. So he's of the mindset that I'm a real champion. And if you guys think that, let's run it back and let me show y'all why I'm really am the WBC champion in the world, because he feels like he can take the guy out.
Yeah, I don't think Wilder have a problem going to the UK. I just think he just want to get paid. I think that's all. He want to get treated fair. I don't think he had no problem going to the UK. I don't think Eddie Hearn had no problem paying him either. They just had to sit down and really have a real negotiation and talk fairly. And I think, I don't think Eddie Hearn had a problem paying. I don't think he tried to cheat the man, but it's just, it's just a whole lot of. I think once he seen what Wilder did, once he seen what Wilder did with Fury, I think he interested now in the fight. So, at least he acting that way. Is he a good ass motherfucking actor? If he not, he's a good goddamn actor. If he not, so if he want to fight Bully,
Wood, thanks for calling in. Listen, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the YouTube channel and help us reach that 100,000. I mean, who knows? Maybe we could get there before the year's out. Only about 5 days left, but
Now we all know that people buy you gifts, and sometimes the gift don't fit. Sometimes it's not what you want, and they be like, "Hey man, you can go ahead and send it back." So if they bought you the gift through Amazon and you want to send it back, go ahead and check out our the Boxing Voice / affiliate sponsors link on our page. Click on that Amazon link, bookmark it, and send all your returns back through the Amazon link. Thank you so much.
We're at 92,617. We're trying to get to that 100,000. If you haven't already subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do so. Hit that notification bell so you get the notification every time we go live. We do a morning show to talk boxing every day on Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard, 2 p.m. UK time. Plus, we're here every Thursday and Sunday for our flagship evening edition, 7 p.m. Eastern time show, where we preview and predict every weekend's fights on Thursdays and Sunday. Thanks to Mike, we're back giving you crow if you picked it wrong or allowing you to celebrate if you got it right. We're going out to, let me see if we got any Skypers here. Yes, we do. We actually got a Boomerang family in the house, actually Ringer for NO. Let's go out to him, and can't make him wait too long, bro. He's a ringer, got to cut that line.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you a young fella, and he comes from the Magnolia.
oh. Ness.
Good morning.
We still talking about the same shit, man.
Bro, it ain't never gonna stop.
Shit,
it ain't never gonna stop. When you got elite level fighters talking about it and talking about certain fighters in this manner, it ain't never gonna stop. It's only gonna add fuel to the fighters' fans.
Yeah, bro. Cause I'm listening, dog, and everybody from the UK, they always come up with this shit. Like Wilder just take the fight, but they overpaid everybody else. Just do it. The blueprint for Anthony Joshua been overpaying motherfuckers to get the strap. You got to do it one more fucking time. I don't understand what's going on with this situation, Ness, bruh. Overpay this motherfucker, and we're going to get the fight, right or wrong. That's what's been happening. Charles Martin, $5 million. Charles Martin ain't did a fucking thing to get $5 million, man. He done made more than Big Baby and all the rest of them cats for hitting a motherfucker in his shoulder, and he breaking his fucking ankle on his own.
$8 million.
They get this motherfucker $5 million. Well, whatever it was. Too much fucking money for a Charles Martin. Dude, damn near ain't get. When the last time you saw Charles Martin, man? You understand?
Koronaki.
That's for life, man. Yeah, but he did that shit. He just wanted to stretch his legs back out, man. He ain't trying to really do nothing in this heavyweight division no more, man. You understand? Then they paid Joseph Parker. Then they paid, before that, Vladimir outright, you got to pay him. We understand all that. But everybody else, that wasn't for no strap. Everybody else for the strap, he overpaid. One more time, this the last time you got to do this shit. Mayweather tried to do this shit to Pacquiao, give him what, $50 million? whatever that was,
40,
he got 100 million out the deal.
40 million
He'd have been
flat.
an asshole to take that. That's what I'm saying. He'd have been an asshole to take the fucking 45 flat. The man got 100 million.
Nah. Just 40.
Man.
Just 40 flat.
That's what I'm saying. But by him sticking to the guns, he got 100 million out the deal. Where you think the rest of that money was gonna go to? It's gonna go right in Floyd's pocket, right? It's simple mathematics, man. Get a man the money he deserves, we're gonna get the fight. The people in the UK, they talking about they're not worrying about the money, but at the same time they want the fight. Well, tell Anthony Joshua to pay the motherfucker. We could have been had the fight, man. About a year and a half ago. That's my call, man. It's just simple. That's pay the man. Y'all want Wilder to take whatever they giving him. You did, just to make the fight happen. Tell Anthony Joshua and them to pay his ass. That's my call, man.
NO, man. Thanks for calling in. We're going out to our boomerang. Oliver on Skype. Talk to me.
Yo, how's everyone?
All good, brother. Another day, another podcast.
Good. I don't even know. What's the topic?
Amir Khan coming out and saying he doesn't feel Joshua Wilder would happen. He thinks Wilder Fury's more likely. He also feels that Fury is the one that won that fight. He's upset at the UK judge for scoring it a draw. But he feels that Wilder and Fury will fight and that Joshua has too much to lose, so he will not fight.
Oh, okay. So the usual at this juncture. I mean, I don't have too much to add, to be honest. I hope the Wilder Fury fight happens. But I'll be honest. I think it was a UK caller brought up a good point. How both Fury and Wilder stated, when two fighters really want to make the fight happen, it happens quickly. And, they were like, well, how come it's not happening quickly at this juncture, especially considering all the buzz? I'm listening to some of the things that Fury has said, immediately after the fight, and then his trainers. I'm not 100%. As time goes on and I get less confident that the Fury team actually wants this fight. I hope I'm wrong. I'm rooting for the Wilder Fury rematch. But as more time goes on and more interviews I hear from their side, I'm not as confident, and Wilder as always is consistent saying that he wants the rematch. So I hope it happens. I really do. But as time goes on, the less hopeful I become. But everyone smash the like button, join them on Patreon. I really appreciate you guys for what you're doing. So have a good one.
We got a super chat from I Love Muff Dive. Wilder belt up for sale. No legacy. Just money.
Yeah, like Charles Martin's belt. So Martin got 8 million and Wilder's flat fee was 15 million. First it was 12. Go figure. I mean, you can smell it. You think about it. Martin done nothing, isn't known, has less of a profile, and was offered 8. How big would the Wilder fight be? It's just, it's simple. If they want to make this, they know what they need to do. We're going out to a Wally on Skype.
Yo, Monday. Boys, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yo, Monday. Listen, I've got 3 quick points to make. And don't even cut me off unless you're going to give me more time. First of all, on this Amir Khan bullshit, this motherfucker, I don't understand a word of what he says because he sold his soul for the fucking limelight. The women in my family, they're queens, whether they're my sisters, my mom, or if I have a wife. Whatever happens behind closed doors, it's not for the public. It's not for shaming her in public. So I don't fuck what he says. Second point, this whole downplaying Joshua's career and people hating on Wilder, you know who caused this mess? You! You're the reason for this. You're the reason why all these fucking American fans are deluded. You're the reason because you've not stated that at the time...
You have a horrible connection.
Yeah. I bet I've got a horrible connection because I'm speaking that truth. Listen, what you've not stated is that the whole time Klitschko was managed by Finkel. The whole time when Charles Martin is fighting AJ, he's managed by the whole Al Heyman, all these fights that AJ got, Wilder could have had. And you guys talk about you don't rate what's Joseph Parker. Joseph, when AJ is fighting all these.
Wally, unfortunately, you're gonna have to call us back with your shit connection, and
damn it, Wally.
Let someone else, have some fun since you have limited internet over there with your Metro piece of shit. We're going out to New Jersey.
Just like the king is what I mean. The king is what I mean.
TBV, back at it with another fucking morning cup of tea, coffee, biscuits for my mates in the UK. So I'm starting to feel like a fucking psychic or I'm clairvoyant because when I said something last week and I had got cut off, I don't know if it was Monday, I said, yo, the problem is we're going to start to hear these things come out. First it was Carl Froch. He don't know what he's talking about. Now it's Amir Khan. Okay, you can accuse these individuals of having sour grapes, but I'm sure they're hearing more, like the same way we're naturally going to hear more about hip-hop artists because we're in this fucking side of the pond. They're going to hear more about Joshua. So if you got people that have reputable, never mind what you think of them now, as far as personally, when they was in the sport, their proximity to the sport, you can't just disregard fucking Carl Froch because when he was calling all them other UK fights, nobody had a fucking problem. Now when he start talking about Joshua, oh, Carl Froch don't know what he's talking about. Okay, Amir Khan. Again, I don't give a fuck about his personal business, but where he stands in boxing, yeah, he's a little chinny, but I'm sure he's in enough circles that he hear the fucking whispers and they say, nah, man, that fight ain't happening for one reason or another. So we're back where we started. We can't blame Ness for that. We got to blame the sport for that in terms of everybody's going to pick their man. Nobody picks a fight, say, hey, man, I love both. I hope they both knock each other the fuck out. So you pick your man. You pick your man and you stand on the side. The problem is when you're scared to stand by your dude because his integrity about why he ain't had a certain fight, it don't start to add up and you standing too close to him. So when you hear somebody says, well, my man's is ready to take any fight, you know, he's offering this, he's willing to take that, take the short money, we're standing by our man. When your man say he want to offer the fight, we don't have the money, it's a 50 million, it's always a fucking story. So listen, shout out to the UK. Pick up that C-Biz, no safety, and y'all just chill the fuck out and wait for your man to finish scrambling because eventually he's going to get his head flowed off. I'm out.
And real quick to back up his point, we got a super chat from Cass. Fighting Wilder takes fights off your career and years off your life. They all hesitant to get back in the ring with him. I have to agree with you, Cass. I think fighting Wilder is kind of like fighting Badu Jack. Them boys them boys beat you up pretty good. Go ahead, Ness.
I was just gonna say, if you're still gonna be doing some last minute shopping, sometimes you didn't get around to doing all the Christmas shopping. You might be like me, wait to the last minute. Don't forget to use our Amazon hyperlink. It costs you absolutely nothing. You can find it by going to ThaBoxingVoice.com/affiliate sponsors and clicking on the Amazon link, saving it, sharing it, and just using it repeatedly. And it helps us out. We get a small kickback. It costs you absolutely nothing, but that dough is used to create more great content. I want to ask you, if you're watching this right now, in the future, present, past, it doesn't even matter. You can hit that thumbs up button. Hitting the thumbs up helps with the visibility of the show. And while you're hitting that thumbs up, you might as well go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're trying to get to 100,000. I know I have to constantly remind people because you're using, YouTube on all different forms of devices. So, maybe you're watching it on your TV and right now you just can't sign in. But please do so because numbers is power. If you want those big interviews on this show, the way we've been bringing it to you, well, we need those numbers to be strong to influence those fighters and or managers, etc., to come on the show. We got a first-time caller, Mike, in the ATL, it looks like, or another number that has been lost in the TBV abyss. We're going to, or black hole, should I say, 470-261 in the ATL.
Yo, hello, you can hear me?
What's going on, homie? Yeah, we hear you loud and clear. Shout out to the ATL.
I'm gonna shout out to y'all, man. What's up, TBV, man? I actually been on the queue for a minute now, but I just want to tell y'all, man, about.
Can we get your name? Your name first, brother.
My name is Christopher Chandler, man. I'll be in the chat sometimes. I'm King 513.
Say that again.
Super channel.
Mike, you talked over him again. So what'd he say? Mike?
Chris. My name is Chris.
Chris, what's up?
What's going on? What's going on, Ness? About Khan, I actually agree with Khan. You know, since Wilder actually wants the Fury fight next, you know, I don't believe, you know, and I see that AJ's, you know, screaming around trying to do some damage control about the Wilder and Fury fight. And I didn't actually get to watch the Wilder and Fury fight, but I was listening on your podcast, and I was worried with everybody else when the 12th round came around. But just personally speaking, I just want to see the fight. The money that's involved, I hope they just really pay Wilder what he needs. He is the WBC champion. Everybody just talking about his resume and all that, but I always look at his resume as like always be the perfected because he came into sport late and he really doesn't have that real boxing pedigree, you know. So I will always have Wilder as number one, even though, you know, although I am a Fury fan, I am an AJ fan, I'm a boxing fan for real. But I would like to see Wilder and Fury first, and then I'd like to see Wilder take on AJ. But if it happens the other way around, I'll accept that too, man. Y'all be safe.
I agree with Chris.
Thanks for calling in, brother, in the ATL, and thank you for listening. We got you down. We will address you by name. We're going out to the UK. Idris, talk to me.
Yo, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
It's nice, man. Let me say a few things. How long have I got?
You got 3 minutes. Go ahead.
I ain't trying to debate, so let me just get my point across, man. Let me take over from Awali, because I feel you, my brother. I know you're trying to say, Ness, you can find just as much negative people that have said things about Deontay Wilder, the same thing, complete opposite. Do you know what I mean? Mike Tyson, Mayweather, Ward. What makes it always worthy of a show when it's AJ? Do you know what I mean?
Send me a link, man. Send me a link. Become a mastermind.
You want a link?
If you want to, influence, if you want to influence what's being done on the show, become a mastermind. You know.
So basically, it's the shows are based on which agenda you want written. So there's no facts. All of this is basically what you want your listeners to. You know the problem is with you. Yeah?
So I wrote the quote.
No, you didn't. But you can find about 10 more quotes this week that are just as bad for Wilder. But you decided to make this title the show.
I don't know what website you use, but I'm gonna go right now to boxingscene.com just to prove you wrong, because all you are is a liar.
Let me speak. You're
not gonna speak.
Yeah, hold on, bro. Hold on. Don't come over here and try to bash us, man. We didn't make the fucking story. We went to Boxing Scene, seen the story.
You wrong because you're a fucking liar. Like all of you UK dudes, that's all you do is lie and twist shit. I'll go to Boxing Scene because this is where we get all our news, just like every other logical boxing fan. They use Boxing Scene and they use ESPN.com, the two biggest boxing sites out there.
And when somebody,
I'm gonna grab this, put it in Safari, just so we don't get any ad pop-ups.
When somebody the level of Amir Khan says something about a heavyweight fight, I think it's notable for us to report on. I mean, and he's coming out and he's not saying.
Let me butt in. I'm gonna go down the titles, top headlines, because this motherfucker ain't nothing but a liar. Ramirez coach, and they're not talking about Wilder. That's the first headline. I'm not gonna read each headline entirely because he ain't got the time for that. We're just gonna waste his 3 minutes proving him wrong for being a fucking liar. Next title is Jamal Charlo. Next title is Frank Warren, Codwell, Jimmy Kelly, Povetkin to start training, Hearn, I believe Canelo, IOC still significant, Beyond the Ring, Teddy Atlas backs judges, they got it right, and Harrison. Jesus Rojas, Hearn, White against Joshua is a fucking unbelievable fight. Erickson Lubin, Ishe Smith. Khan Wilder Fury fight showed they are the two best heavyweights. Still, no mention of Deontay Wilder on any of these headlines. Next, Jesse Magdaleno. Next, Warrington. Next, Mickey Bay. Next, Charlo. Next, Ramirez. Next, Washington. Harrison. Hearn again on Taylor. Frank Warren on Frampton. I mean, should I continue? I got 3 more titles, you fucking liar. It's sad. See, I don't gotta lie. Why y'all gotta lie? Nothing but fucking liars. Then say I cut you off. No, don't lie on me. Don't make me out to have no agenda, motherfucker. That's the biggest title right there.
The only thing that
I'm not done.
I'm sorry.
I don't like these motherfuckers. Half these niggas I will smack the shit out of. Yo, I don't see nothing there that says Canelo, because who's the biggest star in boxing? Canelo. Who the fuck is next? AJ.
Joshua. Who's third?
Mad.
Wilder.
You are so mad. Now let's go to ESPN while I get a caller. Go ahead, Mike. You talking?
I was just gonna say the only adverse news that I heard about Wilder this week came from Roy Jones Jr. And many of you guys don't follow the same podcast that I follow, so you probably didn't even know Roy Jones did a podcast this week. But if you want to go over and hear Roy Jones' thought on Tyson Fury and Wilder and AJ, go check out Flagrant 2 podcast. It's a great podcast, man, and it's kind of funny too. So yeah.
On ESPN, top headlines: Rarrington, Stevenson, White, Lewis, Joshua doesn't want Wilder. Look, another fucking UK guy. After the 5th headline on the 2 biggest websites, another UK guy. Let me click this shit.
That's old though.
Lewis, but hey, it's on their website from 4 days ago.
Okay, yeah.
It's their top headline. It's their number 5 headline. You know, I could have chose either big website. It's not my fault that the world sees what we see. Fucking hater. Mad as hell. Tell your man to tighten up, take that skirt off. Maybe your whole fucking country won't be mad at every headline that we read. We ain't writing this shit. Last I checked, I don't work for ESPN.
That's true. Me either.
Noel, talk to me in Dubai.
What's going on, Noel?
Yeah, what's up? Guys, these things become it's draining now. Are we gonna? It's everything turning
Shouldn't you
around.
be apologizing to me, Joel? Shouldn't you be apologizing? Shouldn't you be apologizing?
Yeah, everything around boxing is now about Joshua and Wilder. There is no new news about boxing. It's like every fucking YouTube.
When the heavyweight division is at the top of the game, the heavyweights run boxing, bro. What do you not understand about that?
The biggest fight in boxing.
And they're heavyweights.
Get it around your head. Get it around your head. Before Joshua and Wilder existed as the biggest fight in boxing,
fight would never happen.
Listen,
Wilder already said, Wilder, Joshua, all of them, that fight will never happen. Wilder say he wants Fury. Let's move on. He will fight Fury, and then fight is mandatory. Joshua will fight White, and then fight is mandatory. That's it. That fight will never happen. That's become boring. It's like everything in boxing is it's only about Joshua Wilder, and everything, every fucking things that everybody's talking. We say that everybody is entitled in their opinion. Man, now we are putting opinion of each and every people's like a fact. All those peoples are talking about their opinion. Are they now seeing the
Joel, why are you a hypocrite, Joel?
Not a hypocrite. I'm telling you the truth.
Okay, so where were you at? Where were you at? Where were you at for the Charlo? Where were you at for the Charlo live fight chat or for the Dominic Brazil live fight chat?
Am I saying that you guys are the only one who you guys?
Well, make that fucking clear.
Each and every.
Well, you make that fucking clear when you fucking lump me in with all you guys making YouTube videos on job. You make it clear that the Boxing Voice is here talking about every motherfucking fight, doing a live chat every Saturday and every Friday night for every motherfucking fight. But you niggas like to paint us in a certain way. So you make sure you distinguish that you ain't talking about me and my team.
Nez, if I was talking about you, I would never call. If I find out that your channel is the only one, is the only things talking about AJ, I would never call. If I'm following your channel, it's because your channel is not only talking about AJ and AJ and AJ and AJ. That's why. If it was only about that, I would never call and will never follow your channel. So of course, I'm not talking about you. Yeah, but we always general. It's like when you are calling all the UK a sheep. Are you talking about each and every guys from the UK are the sheep? No, you don't say that. But we always use you. It's like that because you are calling UK a sheep. Are you talking about all the UK people are sheep?
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
Absolutely
that's why.
not. Sheep isn't even only just for the UK. Sheep is for the mindless.
Yeah, but when you say, "Oh, you UK guys," people can say that. Why does that not people asking that? Are you talking about all the UK people? We know that you are not talking about everybody.
Well, when a disgruntled UK caller comes on here saying that all we do is talk about AJ, I want it to be distinguished. You've done that. But Joel, thank you for calling in. Let's see. We got Elms in the UK. Talk to me. Yo, get off speaker. You need me to go to someone else? Michael, did I go to you this morning?
Who, me?
Yes.
No, I haven't gone on. I haven't come on yet.
My bad. Go for it.
All right. And first off, mate, happy Christmas, you guys. Hope you had some good turkey and good times. So let's get to the point. Now, Khan, I don't take anything what Khan says seriously because this guy is the king of ducks. This guy was
never
made
ducked
from a
nobody.
duck.
He ain't never ducked
He's the king of
nobody.
ducks.
Nobody.
He admitted it. He admitted he doesn't want to fight Kell Brook. Everyone wants a Kell Brook fight. He's admitted it. He said Kell Brook can always be later. He can always be later. He can always be later. He's holding it back. He's publicly admitted it. He's publicly admitted in many interviews he doesn't want to fight Kell Brook straight away. Whereas if you compare it to AJ,
Who needs to? Have they offered Kell Brook $5 million in a pay-per-view on the US soil versus anybody yet? No, the fuck they didn't. Has Kell Brook ever been mentioned with Pacquiao seriously or Mayweather? No, the fuck he hasn't. Who needs who? Yeah, that fight is always there. Stop hating on him. If this again was AJ, it would be different. Connor's in a better position than Kell Brook, losing ass, who ain't fought nobody ever since losing and only got one legitimate win to Sean Porter. The fuck he done? Khan is the bigger name. Khan done a U.S. pay-per-view, and Khan has been offered another U.S. pay-per-view. Khan got the better fucking resume. Khan holds a win over Marcus Maidana before Floyd Mayweather Jr. Should I talk? Should I preach? Fucking disrespect Khan if you want to.
Look, and the day, yeah, he's upset.
Khan fought all the tough
AJ's
people.
been
Name
salty.
a tough guy
But
Khan
anyway,
ain't fight. Name a tough guy Khan ain't fight. Khan moved up 2 divisions to fight a tough guy. Like, you guys are so fucking blind.
He don't want that toughest fight.
You won't back Khan because he gets knocked out trying. But you'll back AJ who ain't even trying.
Okay, look, I don't want to hang up on Khan. That's not really what I was calling. I just want to say a little comment about that. Anyways, back to the point. The fact of the matter is, AJ has never ducked Wilder. Wilder's the one that's been ducking, and I got proof. And it's going to come out soon, so wait and see, because I got proof that it's been Wilder that's been ducking all along. Yeah, so I think the hate that AJ's been getting for saying that, he's never said no video saying that he doesn't want to fight Wilder. Wilder said in every video he doesn't want to fight AJ. AJ has wanted it from the start, the 50 million contract negotiations, all the way up to the 15 million, all the way up to now, when they say that they still don't want to fight, is all Wilder's team. And the reason being is because they want to boost their profile big enough so they can go back to negotiate to AJ and say, I want a bigger piece of the pie, so they'll lose. That's the only reason why this fight is not happening, because of money and greed. That's the reason why they don't want it. They see that everybody else is getting overpaid. They're saying, why should we get overpaid? We need to get paid a bigger piece of the pie. And that's what they're waiting for. That's the reason why this fight is happening. And as for the Dominic Brazil situation, it's very important to mention this.
Michael, get your boomerang on. And Michael and any other UK listener out there, we're still looking for our UK host. We have one dude that's very interested who I know you guys are going to enjoy. But we're going to do this like Showtime at the Apollo. Everyone has the opportunity to audition. Make sure that you got your microphone, You know, make sure that you understand certain things. Make sure that you communicate with me, and you'll get a shot. I would love Jack. Is the truth.
Me too. Me too. That's pretty cool.
Like a knowledgeable person that could take a debate. You know, there's a few other guys. You know, Michael sounds like a good candidate. You know, little blind, but I don't know. Maybe he can see the truth.
What about Vito?
Vito would need to, you know,
Vito too personal with his shit. He's way too personal with his shit.
Look, Vito would need to hang out with us just a little bit more. You know what I mean, so that we can rub off on him just a bit.
But I've actually talked to Jack is the truth on IG. He seems like a pretty cool guy. So yeah,
Jack is already gonna be working with us on the ground. Jack will be hitting the gyms.
oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
awesome, man. We fucking needed that.
Yeah, but I like the knowledge, and I like the, you know, he's not afraid. You know,
Hungry, man.
You need those Michaels and those Rafis and Jacks of the world out there. Even a Wally, but a Wally got shit connection. You know, a lot of these guys got shit connections. All right, let me see where we're going here. We're going to Oliver. Asked for the boomerang back in. Talk to me.
Did I hear that last caller correct in that Wilder is ducking AJ?
That's absolutely what he said.
Well, see, this is the problem, man. I think I refer to individuals like that as AJ salad tossing groupies, because we need to be boxing fans, not fans for a particular fighter. Because if you think he's gonna win, then fight him. And they're talking about that Wilder has been ducking him, but they go back to the Johnny Nelson interview after AJ got a couple belts when they asked him about Wilder. They said he did say he doesn't want to fight him until 2019, 2020. You got Barry Hearn. He said Wilder is not in our plans and we may not fight him. They offer him a flat fee. He took the fight. He took the flat fee offer. And then they still decided not to do it, even after on the Coogan interview when he stated, you know, even if they would have took the fight, you know, they would not have been stripped. If AJ is truly the A side, then the fight happens when he wants it to happen. It's all these double standards. And so if you think AJ is going to win, you want to pump him up, that's fantastic. But you have to hold him accountable, and you can't be making fake shit up, because everything he's saying is absolute bullshit. But you don't even have to listen to Wilder. You can just listen to what AJ says. You can listen to what Eddie Hearn says. You can listen to what Barry Hearn says, and they contradict themselves. They did not want this fight to happen. They went on saying that he needs to get this resume. He needs to do this. He needs to do that. Wilder the whole time has been saying, I want AJ. Now, the only difference is he has another fight. Now, let's say Fury was already in the mix and AJ didn't fight Wilder to take Fury. I would have been a happy camper. The issue is he wants to avoid the Wilder fight to fight Povetkin or Takam or some other bullshit fight. That's the issue. That's the issue. But Wilder has another option now, and you can't knock him for exercising that other option. And this is the problem. As long as we have AJ salad tossing groupies like that, we're gonna get all of this bullshit stalling. Because if he can rely on them, he can do whatever the fuck he wants. But until we start at telling fighters to fight the best and hold them accountable, call them out when they're contradicting themselves, then we can get exactly what we want. So I'm asking y'all to become boxing fans and call each of your fighters out. Prime example, Keith Thurman. He fought Sean Porter, which was a tough fight. Then he went off and fought Danny Garcia to unify. And because he has an injury, now everyone's saying that he's ducking or he doesn't want to fight Earl and all of this shit. Now, if we hold AJ to those same standards, he's healthy. He has no fucking injuries and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So what the fuck is the problem?
Great call, man. Great call, Oliver from Cleveland.
They got double standards. That's why. You know, Thurman's a duck, and he don't want that work with Crawford or Earl, but AJ ain't that. You know what I mean? It's like,
That's
oh,
a great
80,000. That's why, Ness. Don't be an idiot comparing Thurman and AJ.
That was a great breakdown, though. I've been hard on Thurman, you know what I'm saying, by saying that he was scared of spending.
Of course you are.
But can I finish my point, man? Oliver made a good point that he's injured and we still want to fight him. AJ's not injured. AJ's not injured at all, and we want him to fight Fury, Wilder, and all the other top people, even White. I mean, but White's like the third option. But yeah, I mean, great point by Oliver, and can't wait to see you in Cleveland.
Damn, Oliver, they said call of the show. Shout out to Oliver. Listen, listening to this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Helps with the visibility of the show. Lets the world know that this is a great boxing podcast that accepts international calls from all around the world. Oliver, who you just called a great caller, is calling all the way from Bermuda. Unfortunately, he's going to be relocating to Ohio for whatever reason, but at least he'll be able to bring a little bit of sand with him. And we're going to go back out to Gabriel. Actually, Gabe, you're not up. It's Joshua's been waiting in the New Orleans.
What's going on, Josh?
Yeah, what up, Boxing Boys? I'm actually glad I came in after Oliver. That was really a great call. I do agree with him on most of what he said about Keith Thurman and stuff. The only thing I don't like, and I know Ness ain't gonna like this, but Keith Thurman seemed to talk different about Crawford. I remember when Danny Garcia moved up from 140. And he got the WC belt. I think he got fought for a vacant title or something like that. I didn't hear Keith Thurman talking about he didn't need to prove more or what have you, because I thought he was easy pickings. But it's funny how Crawford, knowing who Crawford is, his skill set, I don't hear nobody calling him out, calling his name. They want to fight. I keep hitting.
Can I debate you?
Let me finish.
Because I got sauce for that.
Let my guy finish, man. Anybody calling out Crawford?
I got something else for you.
I want all the smoke. I want all the smoke with anybody.
Right, I'm coming for you. I got something else too. You say, I never
let him know, Josh.
Crawford name since he been at 147. He got the WBO belt. I keep hearing this other side cross the street shit. Now, Ness, I heard you say on a show or two, a few shows back, Charlo made the statement about Canelo. And a reporter said he being on the other side of the street, and Charlo said, "Fuck, what y'all talking about, man? This dude in the same world as us. What are you talking about? There ain't no other side of the street. Don't keep letting them tell you that bullshit about boxing and this network bullshit." And I heard you bigging it up, saying, "Yeah, you glad Charlo said all that and stuff like that." Well, every time it pertains to Crawford, and excuse my voice, I got a cold. That's why I sound like it's pitching. Every time it pertains to Crawford, I hear you saying he did this with Bob Ingram, all this. It's like, I don't hear nobody calling that buzz smoke. Everybody talk about the buzz smoke, but they don't want that buzz smoke. You could debate if you want to.
I mean, you went for so long. So what was that first part? Because I'm gonna break that down. Oh, you said something about Danny and how Thurman
called out Crawford.
Fall back, Mike. Fall back, Mike, because you could get it too. You could get it too.
I'm here. I'm here.
Fall back.
Call me Mr. Chimney.
I want smoke. No, I know what you said. Don't worry. I know what you said. You tried to make it seem like Thurman went at Danny because he seen him as a low-hanging fruit, but he ain't coming at Crawford. The difference is that's not the way he perceived it. He perceived Danny as accomplished, unlike Crawford. You just heard and I'm gonna play the audio for you can hear it yourself. He considered Danny accomplished, and I'll go through it. Right, Danny. Okay.
Yeah, Danny was undisputed, right?
No, he was not undisputed.
Danny was undisputed, right?
He had the better resume at 140, though. That's what I'm getting to. Your time's up, but I'm still debate you. Danny had the better resume at 140. That's the difference. See, Keith didn't need Danny to prove himself because Danny already done that at 140. Danny fought the who's who at 140. Remember that. And then when he moved up, he fought Lamont Peterson at a catchweight, which is what? Kell Brook's biggest, Errol Spence second biggest win or something on his resume, maybe third biggest win. Like, let's not forget that. Okay. Now, Crawford, remember, Crawford unified with the secondary Victor Postal. You know, the guy that Danny never even fought, the guy that took step-aside money from Danny 3 times. People like to paint it that he ducked, that Danny ducked him, but let me explain something to you. When Bermaine Stavern was out there saying, ain't nobody fighting Wilder but me. When Errol Spence kept saying, I'm not taking no step-aside money, Kell Brook fighting me. those wasn't considered ducks. But when Victor Postal accepts step-aside money 3 times, fights on 3 separate Barclays Center PBC cards, y'all somehow find a way to say that Danny ducked Victor Postal because y'all fucking deluded. And that's okay. But remember, that's who Crawford unified with, okay? He unified with a dude that you're giving validation to for knocking out Lucas Matisse, who Danny destroyed. Danny caused the destruction of Lucas Matisse. Believe it or not, hate it or love it, he never been the same since the Danny fight. I'll continue. Excuse me. I'll continue.
Exactly.
I'll continue. As far as his undisputedness, and Dongo, where have you been? What's up? Excuse me, Mike. Don't get mad. I know you get emotional. I feel you. I hear the mic moving because you're dying to talk. But the truth is, Ndongo is gone and forgotten. He ain't done nothing. It's over. And the only thing he did was beat Edward Tarnowski. We seen what he did on the World Boxing Super Series. And thank God for that, or else we would have never heard of Edward Tarnowski either. Nobody even really knows how to spell his name. Fuck, pronounce it. But whatever. Crawford all of a sudden doesn't have to prove himself at 47. There's 2 different reasons, and I've explained why one has to prove and the other doesn't. Now, I am a logical boxing fan, and I see the Mike argument that Crawford shows the skill. But remember, I'm the same logical boxing fan that still said, I need Crawford to be in it with a real welterweight. I still said I don't respect the Jeff Horn win for Crawford like I don't respect it for Manny Pacquiao. Do I like the way that Crawford handled Jeff Horn? Absolutely. But I don't care about that David Benavidez win either, or Jose Benavidez, or whatever the Benavidez is, especially not with a fucking wooden leg. So Captain Hook and those wins don't mean shit. Keith did what AJ did. Keith fought the top 5. Keith was unified versus real people. He unified versus real people, not secondary people. That's all I'm saying. And that's just truth. You know, Crawford can hate on us and be mad that we tell the truth, but that's just truth. Victor Postal wasn't Lucas Matisse in 2013 when he fought on the Canelo Mayweather undercard. That just wasn't Victor Postal. We need to stop lying to ourselves. You know, we need to stop. And the 140-pound division that Crawford fought, it just wasn't the 140-pound division that Bradley was in, Khan was in, and Danny was in. It just wasn't. It just wasn't. Slow down. Slow down, because what you need to respect is this. Marcos Maidana lost to Khan. Then Danny beat Khan. So Danny at 140 is proven. That's why Keith is saying, yo, Danny didn't have to prove, Crawford has to prove. You know you're muted, right? Go ahead.
I know I'm fucking muted. Right now, we're talking about right now. You talking about 5 years, this year, then 141. Okay. Talking about 147, nigga. Okay. We called out Danny. He ain't want it. Keith said we're a fucking bum. If you think we're a fucking bum, go fight that bum. Get his belt. When Jeff Horn won that motherfucking belt, Earl Spence called him out. Keith Thurman called him out. Danny Garcia called him out. As soon as Terry Crawford won that bitch, they ain't say shit. They ain't said shit.
You all see easy money.
They ain't said shit.
Easy money. The fuck you talking about?
Out here, man. Oh, well, if Thurman think Crawford a bum, that's easy money, right?
Everybody seen easy.
If Crawford think if Thurman think Crawford a bum, that's easy money, right?
You want to paint shit the way you want. You don't want to tell the facts. You don't want to tell the facts.
Thurman called him a bum. He called Crawford. I don't respect anything he done at 147. If you think Jeff Horn a bum and Crawford a bum, don't fight Crawford then, nigga. Go fight Crawford. Go get that belt. Cause he know better. When you know better, nigga, you fucking do better. When you know better, you fucking do better.
If you know better, why they offering them $3 million?
They ain't came yet, nigga. That's why. If you know better, you do better, and that's why ain't none of them came yet. Ain't none of them came yet.
UK fans, listen up. Listen up and listen good. Watch this motherfucker right here fall in the trap. Excuse me, sir. Crawford AJ is doing the same thing. He offered Danny $3 million. Okay? Danny, $3 million. Then he offers Khan $5 million. Crawford AJ. If you really want the fights, Crawford AJ, make the right offer. Crawford AJ.
Man, Danny ain't no fucking con.
Man,
God damn.
Nigga, beat it. You a fucking hater, bro.
You beat it, nigga.
Respectful. You talking about
Look at Danny. Look at Danny and fucking Sean Porter numbers, nigga. Look at Danny and Sean Porter numbers. Look at Danny and Sean Porter numbers. Look at Danny and Sean Porter numbers. Fucking low. Fucking low, nigga. Fucking low.
You a fucking weirdo. You want Crawford
Danny Garcia and Sean Porter did shit numbers on Showtime. Shit numbers.
This motherfucker right here. This motherfucker right here want to pay the loser more money. That's how much he want Crawford to duck.
Did you see Khan last numbers on fucking Sky Sports?
No, Danny.
The biggest non-pay-per-view fight over in England. The biggest non-pay-per-view fight over in England was who? Amir Khan. That's why he got $5 million. That's why he got $5 million.
That ain't cut me off. It's all good because you can never escape the fact that Danny detached his mind from his fucking body and his spirit from his soul with a left hook.
That's why we want Danny first. That's why we called out Danny first.
That's why you offered
we called out Danny first.
That's why you offered him.
And Danny said no. And Danny said no. And Danny said no. And Danny said no.
Crawford AJ, slave contract, $3 million for a motherfucking star, $3 million for a dude that been getting $3 million since 2013.
It's not a flat fee though, nigga. It's not a flat fee. $3 million plus upside, pay-per-view upside. Has Danny ever had a fucking pay-per-view where he's headlining? Has Danny ever had a pay-per-view where he's headlining? We're offering him that. We're offering him that.
You UK guys, you see that I am not biased. That's this motherfucker and the rest of you. I'm consistent. Crawford AJ is ducking. Let's go to some callers. These dudes is just too emotionally attached. Jay Will, talk to me.
What's going on, Jay Will?
That's not Jay Will, actually. It's Jay Williams, but...
what's going on, Jay Williams?
James?
Yo, what's going on, fellas?
Just watching Mike over here ducking.
This is why I love the Boxing Voice, man. You guys, y'all just made my morning with that one. So I'm gonna leave that Crawford topic completely alone. I'm gonna just deal with the topic that's on the docket. First, let me address your boy from Dubai. You can't be upset when popular stations talk about popular topics. I mean, let's just be honest. Just like regular television, YouTubers have to account for their audience. If you are watching an AJ video or a Wilder video, these guys are getting hundreds of thousands of views, millions of views for them just speaking about boxing. So of course people are going to talk about what's popular. Now back to this Khan thing. I don't understand why boxing fans are just the most fickle fans there are. When we love somebody, we will gloss over all flaws and make sure that we shit on all competition. And then when we hate somebody, any mistake that they make is magnified, and any accolades that could possibly reap upon them, all of a sudden now it doesn't matter. Like you said, I don't necessarily agree with everything you stated, but what you said was right. You can't say that you want your fighter to fight this guy at the same time call the guy a bum if you're saying that this guy has only fought bumps. Doesn't make any sense. These UK guys call in and they talk the most copious amounts of shit against Wilder, as if one, they could get in the ring with him, and if two, like he hasn't knocked down or knocked out every single fighter he's fought. No matter what you say, and the truth of the matter is, both of these guys had soft touches in the beginning, but at least Wilder did fight some former champions or former titleists, contenders when he was moving up, even if they were past their prime. So check the pedigree, check the recipe. In terms of what Khan said, if the rumors are true, then he has a need to be salty. But Khan is a lifelong boxing fan and he's a lifelong boxer, and I don't know why it is. It's just like with the whole Mayweather, the Mayweather thing. The minute you don't like what the guy represents, you don't like what he says. But the minute you like what he represents, you like what he says. You got niggas need to get your shit together. Because the same people that were talking shit saying, "Oh, look what Mayweather says." Well, the same ones that said they didn't like him before, and now they love Khan until he talks against their countryman. Y'all niggas better get that shit together, man. For real. Let's stop talking, wasting people time, and get the fight going. That's my time.
James, thanks for calling in. Yo, and let me tell you, we gonna do the Roy one. Cause I ain't even hear it. You know, you sent that on Christmas Day. Like,
my nigga, I'm always working, my nigga. Shit, I'm listening to shit. I tried to do a show yesterday.
To this day,
you always working.
For everybody who don't know, I wanted to do a show about a 30-minute show yesterday morning, just to say hey, Merry Christmas. And
I did. I sent you the link. Don't act like you ain't getting no link. What? You ain't get a link?
I pray to God. I hope you playing. I hope you playing. You said, nigga, I'm in a bed and I just got up, so that I ain't getting no link, my nigga.
You better check the YouTube channel, bro. And
I seen you did a show yesterday, but you were at like somebody's house or something like that.
Nah, but that was on the Nesta Gibbs channel.
Yeah. But I ain't getting no link on me.
On you, man. You better check your email.
And I checked the fucking YouTube to see was anything done.
Yeah, there was something on YouTube done.
Nigga, you get out of here.
Check it. It say, look at the title. I was there. We always working, dog. Listen, just like I was here alone this morning at 9 a.m. Like, listen, bro. Listen, I outwork the competition. It's just the bottom line. I outwork them all. And, you know, people hate that. They hate that about me. You know what I'm saying? And that's usually where our problems come in as, because, like, I never find nobody that work as hard as me. And
I ain't getting no link, but my nigga, I see that shit though one day ago. Wow.
You stunting. You ain't getting no link, but
I did.
He ain't get it, but it's there.
This nigga out here, damn, my bad, man. I wish I was. Why you ain't call me?
Because I figured you was asleep. It's Christmas. I ain't know if you was with your daughter or nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Plus,
you know, my daughter lives in Arkansas, and I'm in Indiana.
Oh, Mike, I didn't know what was going on. And for me, I just wanted to say a quick thank you. I enjoyed this year. I even talked about you. You know what I mean? You got to go back and listen. I uploaded it to iTunes too, so anybody can check it out on iTunes. Listen, it was good. It was a little Merry Christmas. Thank you. We working and we going to keep working thing. And, you can check that out on iTunes, TuneIn, Stitcher, iHeart, all those nice places. We're going to go to the callers.
I hope you weren't being motherfucking disrespectful to Crawford on that bitch either.
I don't think so.
Boy, nigga.
We rarely talk boxing. Let me go out to our new Boomerang of Rhythm and Violence. But you know why he's here.
Hold on real quick.
Oh, don't talk about now.
Mike got the link and then click it. Confirm Mike ducking this.
Yeah, of course. Christmas show, he ducking, yo. But it's all good. Look, because I know he would have came on if maybe we would have planned it. We didn't really plan it. It was just like, chat in the chat. And I was like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I had 30 minutes free before I had to go pick up my daughter. I'm like, fuck it, let's get it done. Rhythm and Violence, talk to us.
Who's up? We got a new name. We got the sheep. We got the AJ Protectors. And now we got a bag of cherries. You feel me? These boys, when they get in their bag, they pull out the number cherries, man. Now you know, Mike. Crawford ain't done shit. I mean, like, you have opportunities in life where you got a fork in your road, right? You got opportunity where you can make a lot of money, make your money. Or you got opportunity to be a dog. Because they got all your people.
Don't no motherfucking dog want to come out and play with the big dog.
Wait, my man. I let you speak when you had to reply to the email thing. I was respectful. And I learned. Now, look. This is exactly what happened, man. He's sitting in this house and he said, you know what? Should I make these millions or should I go out there and be exposed to being a cherry picker? And he said, you know what? I'd rather extend it a little longer, making more millions. And then use all the excuses in the world and fight my people when they start losing more on the other side because they're going through all them dogs. And he decided to go to the million. Mike, you see, the thing is, you talk about all this circle about, oh, he the man, all these Terry Crawford people talk about he the man, but he had the opportunity to go down that street to fight them dogs, and he chose not to. Respond, please.
I sent a contract out to Danny Garcia. They didn't want to fight. Bob Arum said he was there trying to make the Errol Spence fight. Errol Spence came out publicly and said Crawford right now is not in my plans.
The real thing.
What Tim Smith said on our channel that they're not looking to do any kind of other things besides fight their fighters.
I'm talking about that. I'm talking about when he could have signed with PBC, and he did.
Nigga, I just made $3 million on Top Rank. Why would I sign with PBC?
What I just said, you got opportunities in life to choose the money or to be that man, and he chose the money. Cool.
My nigga, do anybody on fucking PBC have a contract with Showtime? Tell them come over. ESPN got a lot more subs. A lot more.
Hey,
what?
Dig in your bag. Do your thing, man. Hey, it don't bother me. All I know, you're gonna put some respect on one-time Thurman. Somebody ducking. Stop it, man. Stop. The dude had what? Probably one of the best.
If you call me a bum and you said I haven't done anything in the division, go pick that cherry again, nigga. Y'all called me a cherry. Come pick it.
Pick the cherry. Pick the cherry, but he went through days.
No. Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman said Crawford hasn't done anything. I don't respect him at 147. He's a cherry. He's not elite at 147. If you feel that way, come pick this cherry. Come pick me, please. Pick me.
Hey, man, so I'm gonna go back, man. I'll holler at you.
That's what I'm saying. You guys sitting here saying all this shit. Keith Thurman said this. If Keith Thurman really feel that way, you really feel that in your heart that man is not of the level of you, and he has a belt. Go get that motherfucking belt, homie. That's all. It should be easy money for one time.
Why they ain't send Keith an offer?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
Well, Mike, why you keep saying? Listen to me. Let me see if you can understand this. Okay. The PBC side doesn't need to call out Crawford. Why? Because on the PBC side, there's going to be offers amongst each other, right?
Why he stayed talking about him then?
Hold on a minute, Mike. Just walk with me. So Danny's going to get a fight with Granados, and then he's going to be told, listen, after that, you could get, Keith or whatever. They get 3 options, Mike. This is fact. This is me asking numerous PBC guys and trainers on years of interviews.
I've seen that video. I've seen them.
Perfect. So again, they don't need to say, yo, I want to fight Crawford, and that's what I want to do next. When they got everything over here, it is Crawford's duty. It's Crawford's duty. Listen to me. You're shaking your head, but again, Crawford, AJ. Look at everything. Crawford, AJ. AJ is the one that sends
Crawford's not AJ.
Excuse me.
Crawford's more wilder than AJ.
Excuse me. AJ is the one that sends Joseph Parker the offer, just like Crawford sent Danny the offer. It's no different.
Are you finished?
I mean, only one guy is on the outside. How you get the people that don't want to play with you to play with you, Mike?
Just like only one guy's on the outside, right? That means Wilder's on the outside because AJ had 3 belts. All 3 belts are over there on well, can I finish? Please, can I finish? All 3 belts are over there on the PBC.
You started wrong. You started the same way AJ and Eddie thought.
No, I'm not, bro.
Mike, open your eyes. That was the same mistake that Eddie and AJ made, thinking that Wilder was on the outside, and then boom, pay-per-view with Fury, motherfuckers. I don't need you, and I don't want to fight you right now. I want my rematch. More American pay-per-view. See? Open your eyes.
And what did Crawford just try to do? A pay-per-view with Khan. He tried to do that to show y'all if y'all don't want to play with me, I can go do something else.
Underpaying though.
Underpaying, man. $3 million plus upside pay-per-view is underpaying.
I can't believe that you don't see that's underpaying, bro.
I don't, bro.
That's sad. Like,
Okay.
you know that Crawford himself made $3 million for Horn, so that don't make sense. You get it?
If he made $3 million from Horn, he's probably gonna make $4 million for Danny and probably upside.
Brother,
$5 million, $5 million plus upside.
You're taking it the wrong way. I'm not saying what could Crawford possibly be making next versus Danny. No, what I'm saying is Danny ain't Horn, and Crawford is making $3 million. So that's just
So you saying? So I see what you're saying now.
Yeah.
But
So like, like if he really want these fights, it's no different than flat fees, Mike.
Bro, how much do Danny deserve coming off a loss though?
Again, you don't want to believe because you want to be naive. Danny's been making $3 million since Matisse fight, bro.
Yeah, I totally believe you. He's been winning too since that fight, right?
This year,
he's been winning since that fight, right?
Fine, Mike. He's been winning and losing. This year, this year,
you're confusing the fans now, though, bro.
This year, though, Steven Espinoza, who Danny essentially works for, his services are bought by Steven Espinoza. And Espinoza is telling you Danny is valued at him at more than $3 million. You may not want to pay Danny that, but that's exactly why that fight ain't being made, because the network where he is at values him more over the $3 million. It's no different. Danny Crawford AJ. You send a slave contract out, you're gonna be treated like a slave master. It's no different.
You can't call that. That's man.
I mean, that's the term that Wilder used. It's no different.
But it's not a flat. Crawford won't send over a flat fee, so that takes that out of there.
Brother, you sending over a contract you know is gonna be ignored. $3 million? Come on, Mike. You gonna tell me Danny Crawford ain't a big fight with all the fucking drama they got? I'm gonna just walk everybody down the drama that Mike doesn't want you to.
Was Fury Wilder a big fight?
Yes, it was.
$4 million for Wilder, $3 million for Fury
on pay-per-view.
The same as that contract plus upside.
Okay, now check this out, guys. He fell into the trap. So you telling me, yes, motherfucker. You telling me he's telling us somehow Tyson Fury's as big a star as Danny Garcia on
he's probably
on US soil. Check him out.
US soil. Okay. Now we're gonna do the US soil shit.
Where the fuck the pay-per-view took place at, Mike?
BT Sports had one too, right? Huh?
We ain't hear those numbers yet, so we ain't talking.
It don't matter, nigga. He had his own backing though.
It don't matter.
Danny ain't got his own fucking backing.
He got
what's Danny coming with?
He got
600,000 from a big fight with Sean Porter for a WBC title. Yeah, nigga, quit, man. Yeah, go to the next caller because you fucking lost.
Listen to me. I quit like most of the UK fans with me, Mike. You're deluded.
Bro, he had 600,000 people watching his last fight, but he'll fucking draw. But he'll draw. Nigga, you deluded. You deluded. When AJ did 400,000 on Showtime, you said you were, oh my god, that's horrible. But 600,000 is better.
Partner, Mike. Dance partner means everything.
Sean Porter though, nigga, for a title.
How many people?
And 600,000 watched that motherfucker.
And how many people like Sean Porter's style?
At nighttime.
Yo, I'm gonna go
at nighttime. AJ fought during the daytime, and 480,000 people watched the motherfucker.
My AJ, we keeping it on Danny Crawford.
No, but bro, we're making comparisons though.
We gonna make
and you hate when you fucking lose the comparison.
Go
here, bro.
We're gonna make a comparison. I'm gonna go with one caller while you do this. This is my mythical, my imaginary keyboard right here, and I'm typing. This is what I want you to do. I want you to type in Kelbrook versus Sean Porter. Tell me what the fuck the viewership was for that. Then I want you to type every Sean Porter.
If Danny Garcia is such a big draw, it shouldn't fucking matter, right?
Oh, now it don't.
It shouldn't matter, right?
Matter.
No, you say he'll draw.
No, Mike.
You said he'll draw though.
Mike, it doesn't matter. That's why Wilder. That's why Wilder AJ is gonna do.
No matter who Wilder fight, he fought the Vern. A million motherfuckers watch that shit.
It don't matter to Mike. That's why Wilder AJ is gonna do 325.
Earl Spence fought Bun Du. 5 million people watch that shit.
Say it. It don't matter. So Wilder AJ does 325. Say it.
Terrence Crawford fought David Benavidez. I mean, Jose Benavidez, and 3 million people watch that shit. But Danny Garcia do a unification with Sean Porter for the WBC title, the most prestigious title in the fucking boxing, and he do 680,000. Come on, Ness, man, you better than that.
No,
you better than that, bro.
You
better than that, bro.
Whenever you let me talk, you're gonna look like a fool and a fucking a true shepherd is what you're trying to be by misleading your herd. Because Crawford fought on ESPN. You cannot compare that to premium television Showtime. So kick fucking rocks.
When he fought Keith Thurman on CBS.
We done.
Are we done now?
Thurman was on CBS and on Fox. He did 5 million and 3
I'm saying when he fought Danny, he did 3, right?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Google
I
it.
do.
Like I said. Like
nigga, I do, nigga. I ain't gotta Google. I do.
Where's
Keith
the
Thurman fought Danny Garcia and did 3 million. CBS has way more people watching than fucking ESPN because it's free TV. Cable you got to pay for. CBS you don't.
You're
So
wrong
you don't. You can nigga CBS you can use antennas just like Fox,
Let
just
me
like NBC.
something
But he
to
only did 3 million.
Let me explain something to you because you're wrong again. ESPN is I said ESPN. ESPN is known for boxing, my friend. ESPN has had boxing before you and I even thought about watching boxing. Then they had Friday night series. They had tournaments like Bucksino where Willie Monroe was invented. They got series 30 for 30. They have so many things on ESPN, let alone archive fights. Mike, stop it. You can't
There's so
compare.
many things on ESPN.
Oh my God,
but CBS is in every household in the country.
I'll let you talk.
CBS is in every household in the country, though.
You got to cut me off.
ESPN is not.
You got to cut me off because CBS don't got boxing like ESPN. What's your next argument?
They have every household in the country.
Next argument?
If you got a TV, you got TV. I'm telling you, if I could talk, if I could talk,
No,
we're
it
going
sounds
in
like
circle.
a circle.
I'm making a great point that you don't want to hear.
What's your point?
ESPN is not in every household in the country, but CBS is.
And
if you got a TV, you got CBS.
All right, and
if you're such a big star, then more than 3 million people would have watched you when you fought Keith Thurman.
Okay, except not everyone knew Canelo fought on DAZN on the 15th, right? Why?
I don't know. If he's a bit.
Now, no, you do know. And
the Zone did a lot of promotion though. The
Zone
did a lot of promotion.
Listen,
Wait till the numbers come out though.
Did I don't.
You don't know the numbers though. You don't know the numbers though.
About what they did. I care about people telling us, "Oh shit, I didn't know that Canelo was fighting." You know, won't you ask in your little live streams every now and then? You know what I'm saying? So the point is, a network that's known like HBO, consistently, Gennady Golovkin, Andre Ward, those dudes used to do 1 million, 1 point something million. Ward was coming close to 2 million on HBO because it's known for boxing. Even when HBO was in the game, it was still beating most of Showtime fights. So for you now to compare Showtime to ESPN just shows your infancy in boxing, but you'll learn. Let us get to some callers now. You think you won, that's fine with me. Let the listeners pick who won. The guy that thinks that a network that's been established for boxing and runs Hall of Fame fights and has, shows like Legendary Nights and has fighters on Sports Center and First Take and all that compares to Showtime that only airs boxing on Saturday and on paper.
Been doing it way longer than ESPN.
You're right. Oh, they've been doing it way longer than ESPN. Now he's really lying.
ESPN had a break. They had a big gap in between boxing, bro.
My man.
They weren't putting on fucking primetime fights. And people weren't fucking tuning in to fucking Friday night fights to see so and so fight. Come on, man, you're killing yourself.
I'm killing myself.
Yes.
First of all,
people tune in to fucking no-name fights on Friday night, bro.
Mike. From the minute I've been doing this, we track numbers. Numbers don't lie. From the minute I've been doing this. So what do you think when we were watching Friday night fights that they weren't given the viewership? That we weren't talking about the viewership? That we're making
were they seen though?
Mike and listen.
Were they seen though, bro? I always had ESPN.
On ESPN fighting John Molina and Mayweather was in the crowd. That fight didn't matter on ESPN.
I didn't see it, and I was casual.
Hank London, no, you wasn't. No, you wasn't. You wasn't
casual.
Dog, you wasn't even a.
Was a casual fan though. What was a casual fan who tunes into fucking big fights?
90 seconds.
Mike, you lying right now. You told all of us that you ain't start watching boxing until Wilder.
I'm saying though, as a casual fan though, you
casual. If
you have ESPN and you're flicking through the channels.
I'm gonna let you lie.
Right.
You sound like a liar.
Lying?
Either your story is you started with Wilder or your story wasn't that you did.
Bruh, I'm saying when I was younger, there were boxing on TV, but I went to basketball and football and watched that shit instead of watching that bullshit ass boxing. That's what I'm telling you.
Seconds.
On what TV? On ESPN, right?
On ESPN. ESPN did Friday night fights and they did basketball on Fridays too. And I always pick basketball to watch.
I'm really going other callers. He just proved my point. Didn't I just say that ESPN always had fights? Now he's telling me when he was a kid, he knew ESPN had fights. I mean, there's something wrong with this guy.
But nobody watching that shit.
Call us, baby. Call us. We ain't going nowhere. We not agreeing with each other. Let's go to callers. Lids low. Talk to me. Save us.
Hey, what's happening, man? I fuck with y'all. Like y'all tell me, I love the passion. I'm at work, so don't mind the background. Real quick, Danny do deserve some more money to fight Crawford. I'm a Danny fan, but I'm a Crawford fan also. Second, let's not act like it's the promoters that offer the money and it's not the fighters. We all know this. Third, damn,
10 seconds.
Damn, with the Crawford, Crawford. Let's go back to Ellie Setback. No disrespect, because I'm talking about him on y'all show. Let's go back to his video when Crawford was talking to Spence, and Spence said out his mouth that he'll take Porter before he fight Crawford because that's an easier fight. Now that's fact, and that's said damn near word for word. Now, my question to y'all about this AJ and Wilder shit: is it any way that we can get another heavyweight or somebody with some clout that can come in and talk to these boys to make this fucking fight happen?
And plenty of heavyweights from the past have said they want to see this fight, and we ain't get it yet. So I don't know.
Okay, well, how you feel about my statement about the Spence and the Crawford had their conversation, and Spence said himself that he'll rather fight Porter because that's an easier fight.
Yeah, that's how you interpret the quote. Easier fight to make, not easier fight to win. Easier fight to make. Think about it. Open your mind. All right, so don't believe me. Just open your mind and think about that statement. Which fight is easier to make?
Probably. But
listen, we interpret things.
He don't want to make that fight though.
We interpret things the way we want, man. We interpret things the way we want.
I dig it. I appreciate y'all. Be easy, man.
All right. Just like Mike, little liar.
You call me a liar now. Because I picked basketball over
a little bit of
because I picked basketball over watching bullshit ass fights.
No, just because you admitted finally that ESPN's been on boxing since you added.
I was saying like big fights though, brother. They never had big fights on ESPN though. Never.
You know what else you could prove to the fans? What else? What other sport was on CBS since you was a kid?
Basketball.
Yeah, right, Mike. Do you remember boxing on CBS when you was a kid? No. It skipped our generation, homie. So stop your lies.
How am I lying though, bro? What you tell me what I'm lying about.
All right, you lying by misleading the people and saying that Crawford did $3 million, and look, Danny and Earl supposed to be such a big fight for a belt, but or whoever you mentioned, the two names you trying to
Danny and Sean Porter.
Listen, you trying to insinuate that the fight on Showtime could be comparable to the fight on ESPN when I'm proving to you that when you were still wiping your ass in Pampers. Shitting in Pampers.
I wasn't talking about that young. I wasn't talking about that young. I was talking about 12, 13 years old, bro. I went in Pampers, my nigga.
Man, you mad? I'm coming.
Who I'm mad, bro, because I watch basketball. You mad at me because I watch basketball.
I ain't mad at you because you watch basketball. I'm mad at you for trying to compare CBS boxing program to ESPN boxing program, Mike. It's uncomparable, baby. Even on the website, Google, put Alexa.com and then put ESPN boxing inside Alexa.com. See what the fuck it tell you. That they like number 35 or number 10 in the world. If there's a trillion websites, they number 35. That's the last time I checked, which was probably like 5 years ago, man.
But they're the number one sports thing, though.
No, you just be talking. You gotta do.
They're the number one sports platform, though. So
you're gonna become the new Eddie Hearn of America, just spitting shit. So anybody listening to it.
No. You're not. So you don't want to listen, though, bro. If you're the number one, if you're the number one sports platform in the world, your boxing should be high. It just logically makes sense because people in his
foot. Now you again agreeing with me that ESPN.
But you said website though.
Yeah, the website is huge too. What do you think happens on the .com? How many million of people you think going there?
They're going there for sport.
Per day, Mike. That is eyeballs on the sport.
But you acting like their boxing programming has been like top shelf for like so long though.
I'm gonna go. Oh my God, it's not about being it's called established. It's called the same thing that we have, consistency. Listen, while I go to a caller,
how is it being consistent when you have fights on ESPN Plus, then ESPN2, then ESPN? But that's not showing it in a consistent place at a consistent time, though.
Doggy, for the last 10 years, there's been Top Rank on ESPN. There's been Golden Boy on ESPN. There's been Al Heyman on ESPN.
There haven't been great fights on ESPN, though.
I'm so done with you, bro. Stop, man. We need to get to the calls. You bugging.
Every great fight that I've heard about has either been on like Showtime or like HBO.
What does that mean? That has nothing to do with the amount of people that can possibly watch the fight, Mike.
But we're comparing it though. Like you're
comparing two different things. You're trying to compare.
I'm comparing what you just said though, homie.
Network. You're trying to compare Premium Network, and I keep telling you that the pool is bigger on ESPN.
But they're not good fights.
It's known for
nobody's watching that bullshit though.
Dog, somebody tell this man that Showtime just got this good. Outside of like when they had Mike Tyson for,
I'm finna say that I thought Showtime had some people back in the day.
No, not some people. Not some people.
My bad, man. My bad. Mike Tyson and I believe
probably it, Michael.
James Toney was on that too, because I believe James Toney had a ring thing with
They don't got the roster they got now, and because you don't know that much about this, you can't do it. But before 2012, Showtime ain't had this type of fucking power. It was a coup between Al Heyman, Richard Schaefer, and Espinoza. Espinoza was the lawyer of Golden Boy, and he got transferred to Showtime and became an exec. You don't even know none of that. You just talking, bruh. Like, what you talking about? You can't compare Showtime to ESPN. You can't. You can't.
Name some big fights that you remember that been on ESPN.
Muhammad Ali.
That's 30-something.
I'm done with you, bro.
God, my nigga, that's so long ago, nigga. ESPN has the last 20 years. ESPN been knowing about basketball and football, bro. Come on.
ESPN, you can still watch Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier
on ESPN Plus, though, bro.
You can even see Hank Lundy, motherfucking 30 for 30 on it or whatever he got.
Bro, you win, man.
No, you need to do more research. It's cool, man.
Bro, you bringing up fights fucking 40 years ago and talking about that they still had the same staying power. Fuck out of here, man. ESPN is known for basketball and football. Basketball and football is big on ESPN. The production for basketball and football has been big on ESPN. When I was fucking coming up about 12, 13 years old, it was basketball and football. One shit about boxing on the fucking ESPN that I fucking remember, besides those bullshit ass Friday night fights that had no name people that nobody wanted to fucking watch.
Okay, Mike.
I'm going to the fucking NBA countdown every Friday night.
Michael, again, you were a casual fan, which I don't even believe you at this point. I know you
wasn't even like a casual fan. I was just like flick
Let
to
me
it.
talk. I stood quiet. Okay, at this
Not really,
point,
nigga. You kept on talking, but all right.
So go ahead and finish.
I wasn't like a casual fan. It's like if it was none that's on and you flick to it, it's on, then you fucking watch it. If basketball was on, I never ever thought about anything else.
All right, so I don't even believe you at this point because you've already made it clear that you started watching boxing when Wilder won his WBC title, that fight. So for you to try to act like you know anything about ESPN, which you don't, because you never mentioned until I mentioned that Willie Monroe was on Bucksino. You were shocked when I told you Brandon Adams was on Bucksino tournament on ESPN.
I don't even know what that is, bro.
Exactly. And this is what me and the dozens of people in the chat are telling you. History matters. So when I say Muhammad Ali is on ESPN and was, can be found still now, the world knows that they can go to ESPN because it is a multi-sport platform and find boxing. But somehow you want us to believe that they can't and that we need to compare Showtime, who you have to pay $10 a month, to ESPN. Sure, Mike. Can we get to the callers, or do you have some sort of weird rebuttal again to go in circles?
I was just gonna say I can go to YouTube and type in Muhammad Ali. I ain't got to go to fucking ESPN.
Okay, Millennial. We'll go to Sakul.
Hey, morning, guys. Damn, y'all guys hot today. I've been waiting for a while. Got to take this 777 up to Heathrow today. Anyhow, guys, I keep saying it and I'll say it again. The business of boxing is disguised as a sport. I want to ask y'all guys a question. What is Wilder's worth to you in the AJ fight?
What does that even mean? That's too vague of a question. Be more specific.
What is his worth? How much you think he should be paid for this fight? What's his worth? Because AJ just came up with a $28 million 2-fight deal offer, with a pay-per-view upside in the UK. So what you think is his worth to make this fight?
Even percentage.
Okay. So suppose this percentage falls into the same bracket. $28 million 2-fight deal with upside.
What do you mean by falls into that bracket? Are you saying we're to assume 28 million is 50% of the pot? Because that's the problem.
So you see, answering my question. You believe that he's worth 50%. That's what you're saying.
But I said that from the beginning. I said an even percent. I said that. You just didn't hear me.
Well, yeah, I didn't hear that.
All right.
Anyhow, I'll move on from that. Amir Khan is just salty, guys. Rumors about AJ and his wife. He's salty. So I'll take what he says with a pinch of salt. Fuck Amir Khan. I'm not sure if, listen, Fury maybe will fight Wilder. I don't think he will unless it's in the UK. Not sure if Wilder is going to take that fight. If that is the case, who does Wilder fight to make
It's mandatory.
To make this type of money that he would make against Fury or
Listen,
AJ?
he can't live in a fantasy world. He has to live in the reality, and the reality is he's got a mandatory.
So he's not gonna take an AJ fight even if he gets 40%, but he's gonna fight Dominic Brazil for way less. Makes no sense to me. Bullshit.
Well, that's how you're interpreting it. Okay, what can happen is a multitude of things. If Fury decides to back out, there's the obvious possibility that AJ and Wilder could get into negotiations. There's the obvious possibility that Wilder could get into a pay-per-view rematch with Luis Ortiz, and there's the obvious possibility that he could face his mandatory challenger Dominic Brazil live on Fox.
Yes.
Any questions?
Luis Ortiz, as you told you before, Luis Ortiz is not a big money fight.
Punching after the bell, but that is your opinion. If the network does it, that's their problem. See, that's the thing. You guys want to be accountants, and then when the networks tells you, well, 250 is our break even, we did 325 plus UK plus Canada, you guys say, you lost. It's like, you don't want to hear the truth, man. Like, this is just ridiculous. Endless circle, vicious circle with you guys. Gabe in Salt Lake, man, talk to me.
Yo, what's going on? I'm going to start off with the whole Khan thing. I think Khan gets a lot more respect with the U.S. fans because, he comes over here, he takes the big fights, even though he's lost some of the big fights. He has pulled some of them out, like the Marcus McDonough fight. And I think he also beat Devin Alexander. And I'm trying to get back to Mike's point with the whole ESPN thing. Yes, Ness, I get it. Yes, ESPN has been in Boston for a while, but they did take a big hiatus from probably the early 2000s to about 2012, like you're saying, until when Heyman came back. Yeah,
No. That's false. That's false. They were around way before 2012, buddy.
No. I said they took a big hiatus. I know they were back around, but they weren't as popular in those early 2000s. That's when Showtime and HBO were really popular.
That's what I'm trying to tell Mike. The popularity has nothing to do with its consistency. Gary Shaw, Lou DiBella, Thompson Boxing were consistently banner promotions, consistently on ESPN Friday Night Fights. Then Golden Boy got a crack. Then Top Rank got a crack. Then Al Heyman got a crack. Now it comes full circle. Top Rank has another crack. So let's stop. It's always been boxing there for the last 20 years, probably straight. If you didn't know there was a big fight on Saturday or whatever day, you knew that there was a Friday night fight. So let's stop with the lies.
Okay, no, I'm agreeing with that point. I'm just saying they weren't getting the viewership. They weren't as popular.
Okay,
That's all I'm saying.
All right, they were doing more. They were
ESPN
doing more.
Classic.
Listen
They
to
were
me.
not on the main. They were not on the main network though.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Yes, they were on ESPN2 and ESPN Deportes. That's right, and they were still doing good numbers. Go back. I'm not gonna tell you. Do your research or go check our episodes.
Bro, compare those numbers. Compare those numbers to like basketball and football.
Listen,
Can I just say something, bro? Or can I not say anything?
How he get a shot at Gennady?
I don't know, bro. That's my point. I don't know, bro. Don't fucking like. I don't know any of that. I'm saying compare that little viewership compared to NBA on Friday night. It's not even comparable, bro. And that's what more people will. I'm saying from a person who had ESPN since the age of 13 years old, I never thought of, and knew about any big time fights on ESPN, bro. Never.
That 100 times. You gonna
and that was my only point. But you taking it some other kind of way that like it's been on ESPN and it's been jumping or something like that.
No, I'm taking it this way. Exactly what you said. You laughed and said that Thurman and whoever did numbers and tried to compare them to Crawford and whoever doing better numbers. And since that message that you put out there, I've been proving to you that ESPN is the bigger network in viewership, households, and they had a boxing program longer than Showtime. But you don't want to let it go. You want to somehow say they're comparable.
ESPN is not in more household than CBS.
Oh my God, this guy's lost his mind.
And I can prove it to you.
Whatever, brother. You can say CBS all you want. Everyone knows that those guys fight on Showtime. The last fight, the last fight that you brought up doing 600,000 was on Showtime. So don't act.
But I made another comparison though to try to make it even level. The Thurman and Garcia fight was on CBS, right? So it wasn't on CBS.
Lost, B.
Okay, yeah, you want to ask my question?
Listen, hey, let's bring it up. You want me to answer your question? Yes, it was on CBS. Do you have a second question?
And that's the only reason I brought up CBS to like give it a level playing field at ESPN. That's all I was trying to do.
Again, I'll prove. How long has boxing been on CBS? Mike, when's the next time we're gonna have a fight on CBS, Mike?
Bro, I was just making the comparison because the same kind of.
Yes, Mike. What's the next fight after that on CBS?
If I can give you clarification on my point, then it would be a whole lot better. The only reason I brought up CBS in that fight because it's comparable to ESPN with the households and viewership. And I'm saying if the same amount of people that knew about boxing on ESPN and the same amount and those people knew about it on CBS, those same people more tuned in to watch the Jose Benavidez than they did the one that was on essentially free TV that don't have to pay for cable. All they need is a antenna for CBS and you can get it. That's all I was saying.
Yo, I just can't believe that you don't get this, but I'm going to go through it slowly one more time. Michael, tell the listeners in the last 5 years what big fights you can remember was on CBS.
Just the two Thurman fights. That's and those Michael, the only one coming out.
In the last 5 years, tell the listeners what fights you can remember on ESPN.
Nothing before the new Top Rank deal.
How many fights do you remember on ESPN?
Nothing before the new Top Rank deal. Now.
So you're saying all the fights on ESPN.
Can I please state that when I was like 13 years old to on up, because like before that I didn't have cable, I didn't have ESPN, I didn't have any of that shit. When I turned 13, we moved to Arkansas, and I can remember like just turning the channel and seeing a fight on ESPN, but I never stopped and watched it because basketball was always on Friday night, so I never stopped there and watched it. But I can like
he even knows that it was always on Friday night.
Yeah, because the NBA had game. NBA always had games on Friday night, and ESPN too. I was getting mad because they always had like the boxing on when the NBA post game show was supposed to be on.
I've decided to let this go, man. I mean, you keep saying things that make my point, and you don't even see that you're making my point. I'm gonna just let this go.
But-
Gabe, look, you said what you said. Let it go.
Yep.
Go, Gabe.
Yeah, let me finish. Yo, Mike, you can't compare boxing to the NBA though, man. That's like apples and oranges, bro. I'm just saying. But
I'm just saying one was more popular, and that's the one that I always went to, bro. That's all I was saying.
No, okay, but all I'm saying is you can't compare them. That's what I'm trying to get through. You can't compare them. They're apples and oranges. The fan base is just way off the roof to the other one compared to the other. But it was always on ESPN too. Ness, I get your point. I feel like your point is ESPN has been planting the seed for 20 years with these low-level boxing. Yes! Now they got the Heyman deal. It fucking built on it, and now it's full circle where boxing's at an all-time popularity, probably since the early 2000s, since when, Mike Tyson and, Rodman, Rockhold, when he got the upset over Lennox Lewis. That's when ESPN was in hiatus. They were not into the boxing. That's all I was trying to say. My other points, though, to the main topic, the Joshua Wilder topic, I agree with both of them. I don't think Joshua's scared. I think Wilder now has made up his point. He wants the Fury fight. But Ness, what did Canelo do against Floyd? What did Canelo do? Did he take the short money? Also, Ness, what did Canelo do when he fought Canelo? Did he take this? When Canelo fought Cotto, did he take the short money?
Canelo didn't take the short money. Slow your roll. That is false. Canelo took the weight clause, not short money. Canelo got back in, and Canelo and Floyd broke records. 2.4 million pay-per-views they did, right?
Ness, I'm using your words. These are the words you have said on this show.
No,
Canelo
I never
took
said
the short
Canelo
money to become the star.
No, he ain't take short. He took the contract. No. He got stuck to the contract for verbally saying in an interview that he would do 152. That's what I mean. I don't mean short money. It ain't no short money. That fight only happened because of what Canelo represented to Floyd in terms of money, and the numbers speak for themselves. They broke gate and they broke pay-per-view. He got back in. You crazy?
Who took the shorter end? Who took the shorter end of the deal? Canelo did, right?
Okay, yes.
Did he take the shorter end of the deal with Cotto as well?
Listen, you want to, Gabe, that's not the fair comparison.
Answer the question. You're going to deflect.
No. Let me talk. That's not a fair comparison because remember, Canelo came up on Floyd's pay-per-views. Wilder didn't come up on Joshua's pay-per-views. This was always in the making. Canelo had to thank Mayweather. Every Mayweather pay-per-view, Canelo was on the undercard. Don't forget that. Then they started doing split. Wait, let me finish. Let me finish. What about Cotto?
Okay.
What about Cotto?
Did he take the short money with Cotto?
I believe he did take short money.
That's my call, man. That's my call. Go support TBV. That's my call, man. Hey, good call.
I do believe he took short money with Cotto, Gabe. I do believe that though. I believe that was the the headlines. I do believe he took short money or shorter guarantee for at the very least. But I do remember that because Cotto was on his diva shit too.
I just want to make it one observation by what he said. He's like, over the past 30 years, y'all said that they've been planting the seed. But if it's not getting any water, how can it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, nobody was watching it, though.
I do.
It's like football and basketball was
That's not true. What are you not listening to?
In mainstream.
I just told you how many entities have been on there consistently. When one deal was up, another entity came, man. What are you talking about? And yes, Thurman and other PBC fighters was on ESPN, so they brought big-time boxing to ESPN, and then here comes Top Rank on the back of that deal. What are you talking about, bro? You still with this shit?
I didn't, God, like I said, it didn't touch the mainstream casual fan. It's
and you got to get out of your head because it ain't touch you, it ain't touch everybody.
Bro, I had a lot of bro. I've been in a lot of different places.
Your consensus is just you. It's like, yo,
no, it's not, bro. No, it's not. Oh my God, how you gonna tell me it's just me?
Because I'm telling you.
Well, you can't. You fucking don't know. You don't know my fucking life and where I live and how many different places I fucking travel to. I've lived in fucking Oklahoma, Little Rock, Arkansas, Cleveland, Indiana, motherfucking Texas, Memphis. I've been in many different places. Nobody ever brought up boxing.
Allow me to repeat what you said. When I was flicking through the channels, I wouldn't stop on boxing. I would stop on basketball. This is what you're basing it off. This is what, and look, he's shaking his head. Yes, I mean, I'm done with you, bro.
And all my friends are the same exact shit. We never talked about it.
Ali, go. I'm out of here. I'm trying to run. It's about to be 3 hours, this motherfucker back and forth. I'm done. Go, Ali. Ali on Skype. Ali Boombaye. All right, we done. This guy. Yo, final thoughts.
I ain't got none, bro. Gross 1911 on IG, Gross 2312 on Twitter.
Ness GTO. Gotta go. Peace.